Hey all, J-Man here. I just want to tell you about beardedshirts.com. It's a great place to get a lot of cool superhero shirts and other merchandise. You can scroll, they've always got sales on. As you can see, they've got these really cool print all over shirts, which I really love. That's Eddie, the founder of the site. And if you're looking for stuff, all you got to do is you click on the search here and you can type in all over. And that's going to show you the all over prints, which are really, really cool. Look at that. You got Legion of Superheroes, you got Brave and the Bold, you got JSA, you got Superman, Green Lantern, Wonder Woman, all kinds of stuff. So check out beardedshirts.com. Hey guys, J-Man here. What's going on, everybody? Looking forward to today. We're talking He-Man toys. Oh my goodness. This book is the greatest thing ever made. It's so awesome. Going to go through all these toys. This is going to be absolutely fun time. Sean and I just came back from a convention today, Comic-Con, and we got a lot of, I got a lot of great stuff. Sean got some like okay stuff. I don't know. Mine's a 10 out of 10. Sean's is like maybe like a 5 out of 10 rating on what he got. I got the first appearance of Wonder Man. I got Sergeant Fury and his Howling Commandos issue 2 and 6 and 7. Pretty bad. And a few other ones as well. And Sean got some baby comics or something. He can tell you what he got. Anyway, so we'll do that in a second. Let's tell you what's going on Monday, man. Monday, Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Mondays. This is like absolutely crazy on Monday. Hercules joins, and he is awesome. And Hercules is going to fight Namor. Submariner versus Hercules. Oh my God. Wednesday on my channel and the Action Elite simultaneously streamed. We're going to be talking about the Van Damme feel-good film In Hell. Everything about this movie is great. It's very happy. Everyone is like, it's just such roses and harps are playing in the background. It's a great feel-good movie. So make sure you're there for Wednesday. Iron Fist Fridays. We're going to be looking at Iron Fist issues 1 through 6. Iron Fist versus Iron Man. Pretty damn cool. So there you go. Let's say hello to the Super Friends. Let's shout them out. Dan, Sean, Steven, Brennan, Mark D, RR, Philip Story, Digger Jim, Quagnar, and Just Joe. And of course, Mike Alonzo, Clobberin Times. I think Clobby was too old for He-Man. So he might bow. He would probably have bowed out on this one, but we still mention him because he is one of our super friends. So there you go. Let's bring in the folks so we can get her going.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, man, baby comics.
You got baby comics, yeah.
and
like,
also
what?
the first appearance of David Letterman in a comic, I guess. It's the Avengers one, man.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you got the first Letterman, and I got the first Wonder Man, who's right next to him in that.
And Wonder Man's right next to him. There you go. Bro.
Oh, and I also have the first Hawkeye. Wow, that's so collectively we've got the 3 important firsts. All right, let's bring in Charlie.
What's this bullshit?
You got like Mount Rushmore of first appearances right there, David. Now, if you can just find a Jay Leno, maybe a Conan,
yeah.
Get all those guys on there, man.
Yeah. Well, I did not think I actually. For just to be a delusional, I put first appearance of Wonder Man. I put Avengers 9 on my phone as let me. And the guy had it 100 Canadian, it's about 70 US. Mm-hmm. First Wonder Man's on my arm. So the guy took a picture. I was like holding it with my tattoo. I was like, yeah. So he got a picture of that. This guy's prices were so good. I didn't haggle. Firstly, I haggle on everything, and I'm very aggressive. Like there's the last 4 Sergeant Fury comics was $45. I was like, I have $30. That's it. There's no haggling. You want 30? Look, my wallet is empty. $30 for these. So I started handing him the 30 and taking them. And I'm taking them. I was like, oh, okay. He's like, okay. I was like, that's it. I just started.
Money talks, man.
You can have this, or you could lug these 4 back home, whatever you want.
Right,
It's the same for me.
The
You
amount
wanna-
of haggling we do at the end of shows that I do, that's when the vendors cherry pick at the beginning,
Getting,
and then they're vultures at the end.
at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did a fire sale one time only. I was there with a bunch of toys, and literally Sean and I, we just got there to set up our booth. We set up the booth. I'm like, I'm kind
With the
of
Legos? Yeah.
no, that wasn't a full fire sale. There was a fire sale on just Lego, but I fire saled my whole table that time.
Okay.
And I said,
Yeah.
I said, remember Lord Humongous, just walk away. I was like, what's the Lord Humongous offer, guys? I'm looking for, it's like, just walk away. Well, wait, what is it? I was like, $300. I just walk away, leave the gas, the pumps, the fuel. I was like, okay, I'll take it. I'm walking. And I literally walked off. And then the Lego fire sale was great. This guy's like, I like Lego fire sale. What do you want? The whole thing. He's like, well,
all the Star Wars Legos you had, they were valuable too.
They're valuable.
Cantina.
Each set was like $50 to $100. I had the Cantina, the whole Cantina Lego set.
Yep.
That alone is $100. He's like, he's like, I was like, I'll $250 everything. He's like, oh shit, yeah, I'll take it out because I don't care anymore. Like, it takes us forever to load it up in my car, driving around. Like, I'm not a seller.
At the end of the day, like, they just don't want to lug it back, especially if they're coming from far away. Like, if they're coming from Buffalo or something like that, it's like you go across the border with less stuff. It's better that way, right?
Exactly.
I trade for stuff I keep my eyes on. I'll be like wheeling with a vendor across the way, and then I'll have stuff I want to just move, and I'll be like, "Look, I'll give you $20 and all this I have." I literally I got 2 Judge Dredd figures this last time, and I was like, "I'll give you 20 and an entire box of McFarlane Spawn figures that no one will fucking buy." He's like, "Okay, done." And I got like $50 worth of Judge Dredd figures. I was like, I'm happy. I'm happy. I had 0 money in the Spawn, so I was good.
Joe is here. How's it going? 70s and 80s kid right here. Yep, same over here.
1980 right here.
By the way, on a random thing, I wore this today, Superman 3. I've never had, and I always wear one of these shirts. I've never had this many people. I would say every other vendor. Oh man, yo, where'd you get that shirt? And then I was like, oh, it's from Bearded Shirts, and they're like, what? I thought nobody liked Superman 3. I was like the most popular guy there. It's like, oh, Superman 3, yeah. And, and I was like, I got Superman 4 as well. Like, oh, listen, everyone talks a big game. Oh, like Superman 3. Sounds like people like Superman 3 to me. They were like, shit, yeah, buddy, that's awesome. It's like, one guy's like, oh, is that part 3? I was like, you don't know if that's part 3? Are you joking right now? That was the Manny.
3, right?
I'm like,
right.
you know it's 3. Like,
well,
no. I had my jacket was covering here, right?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So you can only see that section. You know what it is? Are you kidding me? As soon as you see that blue, it's like you know what it is. The poster's right there.
I was in one aisle over, and I overheard you telling a guy in the other aisle about your Superman 3 shirt. It's like, oh, J-Man's plugging Bearded Shirts.
Where's all those guys? You show up on the stream tonight. I told you my handle. Come on.
Yeah.
All right. So this is being multi-streamed to Sean's channel and my channel. So I'll put links for everybody, as well as Charlie's podcast as well. So guys, make sure you check all those out. I'll put them up in just a minute here. So this is digital versions of the toy book. Now, I think it's just one book, but I've got this in 2 sections. So we'll go through this one. And I think it's just alphabetical.
Yeah, it is.
It's alphabetical.
Per line. Right?
Per line, right.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got He-Man first. Let's just get through all this. Okay, so we'll take turns reading this. No, I'm just joking.
Don't put that kind of pressure on me, man.
Oh, I hated that in school where they'd make you read out loud. I'm like, I firstly I suck at reading anyways, and then I doubly suck at reading out loud. And we do these comic streams, and we had a shit ton of people on. I don't know, Iron Fist. All of a sudden, this Friday was a bit insane. We went to 10 o'clock. Yeah. We've never gone
There's
Like,
people I've never seen before.
Yeah, there's so many people coming in for Iron Fist, which
awesome.
I didn't think Iron Fist was going to be that big. I thought
that's the audience they could have got if they were faithful to the comic. But
right. Well, the comic is amazing. It's all fighting.
Anyway.
I
think people are surprised by that because they write off Iron Fist, but like it is awesome. Yeah.
There's a lot of fights.
The early Iron Fist, not
it's
the,
not the TV show. So any new fans, it's like it's nothing like the TV show. Iron Fist was badass in the comics.
Oh yeah, he's super badass. All right, well, Astro Lion. Now I did not have this toy. This is 86. I was probably winding down on He-Man, I think.
This is the.
Did anyone have this? Did any of you guys have this?
No,
this
I
is
wasn't.
Rare as hell now.
Yeah, I think this was like limited release. I never remember having even friends that had any of the meteor orbs.
Meteorbs, or
whatever you say what it is.
Meteorbs. Yeah.
Also, we would have just gotten Transformers.
Right. Well, I was gonna say this is that trend in the mid '80s where like with rocks that turn into robots for some reason. It's
Rock
like
Lords.
Rock Lords.
Rock Lords.
Yeah, and it's like it's a rock.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is an egg. It's a rock. You also had like the cassettes with Transformers. So all these things that was little that turned into creatures.
Yeah.
That was like the thing. But this just didn't scream He-Man to me.
No, not really to me either.
Yeah.
And you got some of them here. We'll go through them as we go. Now the attack track. This is awesome.
Dude, this one's iconic.
Yeah.
This
I did not have this vehicle. I have the next couple, I think, but I did not have this one.
I had very few vehicles, but my cousins had this one. And my cousins had every He-Man.
Wow.
I'd go there. We go in the basement, and it was every Star Wars, every He-Man. My uncle's a pharmacist.
Right.
And my aunt was a bank manager. So they got every toy. So I've played with 98% of these, but I didn't own many of them.
Attack track. This would be one that would be great to see in the movie. In the
cartoon, it was like a blue bus or whatever. It wasn't.
Yeah, it looked like the Mystery Man, and it just pumped up and down when it went up the mountains.
Yeah,
this does work if you. And it's got a seatbelt to keep your guy in there. That's cool too. But
that's cool.
It does do the wheel thing, like it does. Like
I love the motorized vehicles, man. It's nothing like that anymore. Like even the Origins didn't motorize anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Astrosaurus, I had this one.
This one was so fun.
Formerly called the Ball Buster, and then they had to change the name. But
who are you gonna call? Ball Busters.
Ball Busters.
We need a woman to scream at a man. Who are you gonna call?
I got the revamp version of this for the 200X, and I had the Bastion Beetle. I think they changed it to like bug.
I bought that one. I think it's the one where the head can ram forward.
Yeah.
It didn't have a ball thing though.
Well, there was one that had a ball too, so it might be two different ones.
Yeah.
But I had like the upgrade to this.
Yeah. It looks cool. Like I like the appeal of the colors and the shapes of these vehicles. And they're usually like, just a thing you ride on, and there's no like cover over them or anything.
Yeah, you just shove your guy in there.
Swap them in and out. It would probably fit in most of your like I could see my Ninja Turtles riding around in my
like all the splay leg figures.
Yeah, anything that did that, or about 5 Star Wars characters, just shove them.
Put them all in there. Yeah, these vehicles, if they were actually because they're all for He-Man, they're all one person, right? Like they'd all be like very compact, small in real life if they were real, and it was all if it was all exactly to scale. Mm-hmm. It's just one guy sitting in it, so it's really a small vehicle. But I like the idea that if you shove a bunch of Star Wars guys in there, all of a sudden you've turned it into like a troop transport.
Yeah, it's like a troop transport. That's exactly what it would be.
Yeah, it's like you shove a bunch of guys in here. Wouldn't it be absolutely amazing if we actually saw this? I don't know why they can't seem to figure out what to do. Oh, there's Battle Armor. And there's
your man. There's your main one.
There's me. Basically, my entire thing is based on this. Yeah, there. Now he didn't come with the shield, because he had armor. He didn't need a shield. right?
This was the classic version of my mom and dad were like, you have He-Man. We're not going to buy you every version of He-Man. So I
Right.
never got the battle armor ones, but again, I got to play with them, and I love those. I did have Hot Wheels that you spun the doors, and they would have crash damage.
Oh yeah, I had those.
Exact same thought process. So I had something that was similar, but yeah, I have one now. I have a vintage one because I was like, I fucking want it. You know, it's like
He's awesome.
I need a battle damage one.
In my experience, I think most kids ended up having this guy more than the original He-Man. I feel like.
I think on re-releases, by the time some of the certain kids got to an age where they're like, I like He-Man, you probably couldn't get the first wave as easily, except for yard sales or, somewhat, a hand-me-down. So this was probably like the next resurgence of new kids buying He-Man. So they get this and Skeletor with the battle armor.
Yeah. It's smart because this was a problem I always had with Star Wars. Like Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, Darth Vader. Like, how can you not have them? Yeah. You know what I mean? Like they would introduce okay, so you'd get a new Luke, you'd get a new Han, usually with everything. But then Darth Vader, like sometimes it'd be hard to find Darth Vader. And it's like, why is Darth Vader so hard to get? Like he should be flooded, because with He-Man is if you have any version of He-Man, because every wave there's a new He-Man.
Yeah.
So Thunder Punch, Flying Fists, right? So as long as you have a He-Man, you're good. You just need to have a version of He-Man and a version of Skeletor. They don't need to even match each other. Like if you have Dragon Blaster, Skeletor, and Battle Armor He-Man, they didn't come paired together. But it doesn't matter. You have a Skeletor, you have a He-Man, and now you can play He-Man and
play it out. Yeah,
you can play it out. So literally, Luke, Han, Chewie, Leia, Stormtrooper, and Darth Vader should never be out of reach for kids.
I don't know what the numbers were, but I know that there was Empire Strikes Back Vader that had the new card back, so they would put figures.
Yeah, they re-released.
But I don't know how much they would do, because they're probably thinking kids have this already. Let's not release as many.
Yeah. Well, I never had them though. I could not find Darth Vader. I know
they re-released all the old characters for every movie. And I have the C-3PO carrying case thing that has all the characters that they've released, and it's like Greedo's there in Return of the Jedi for some reason. So
I remember you had the C-3PO. I always wanted that case. Battle Armor Skeletor, pretty awesome.
Yep,
he's great. I slime pit this is the guy I ruined in my slime pit.
That'll happen. I like the bat. I like the bat design on this one. That lime green highlight going around it. This one was always striking to me. I like this one a lot.
This is the kid. I can't remember the kid's name, but I traded. So I had Whiplash, and I traded Whiplash for this Skeletor. And I came home, and I can't remember the kid's name, but I came home, and later that night, his mom and the kid were knocking on my door, and they're like, "Oh, he wants to trade back his Skeletor." I was like, "Why?" And it's like, "Oh, he didn't. He made a mistake." And then I'm like, "Well, we said that we traded. That's it."
Yeah.
And they're like, no. So then my mom's like, "Just give it back." I was like, "All right, fine." So I gave him back Battle Armor Skeletor, and he gave me back my Whiplash. And my Whiplash had a tear in his tail. I was like, "This is broken." And he's like, "Oh, it was like that before." It's like, and my mom's just like, "Just whatever."
You broke it.
I have that Whiplash right now. That's the Whiplash I still have right now with the tear in the tail right now in the closet right behind me. Yeah, so it's crazy.
Yeah. Huh? He tore it, basically.
Yeah, here's what happened. 100%. And listen, his mom doesn't know what toys he has. He tore it. He's like, "Oh, it's torn. Oh, Mom, I want to trade this back." He tricked me into trading it. That's exactly
what he said.
Right.
And going to your mom for that's a cowardly ass move, man.
Right.
Just to reinforce it, F that, man.
Yeah. Exactly. And that kid that was like not cool. And we're just like, dude, really? It's like, okay, that you ripped it, you should just ate it. That's it. Like, okay, I got to
deal with it. You made that deal, and see, because his mom's involved, your mom had to get involved.
Yeah.
So now it's adults making decisions, and it's like, this is bullshit.
It's bullshit, and it's two moms, and we're two boys. It's like, listen, it's like, why is my mom talking for me? Like, it's like it's like that doesn't happen. It's like, why is this happening right now? It's like, screw you. Anyways, Battle Bones. I have this in the closet. I had this one.
How the hell is Whiplash in Battle Bones? Doesn't his tailpiece go down below the waist?
It won't. Well, you could technically move it up and slide it, but then it would be over top.
It was a flap, right?
It would be a flap. So that means, is that Evelyn behind him?
It's Evelyn. So they probably have to do a thinner torso body.
Yes.
That is funny. We're just talking about it, and there he is hiding in the background. I never got the Battle Bone. I think it was just mom and dad were like, you can throw all your He-Man in a bag or a box.
Yeah, like, what is this for?
Good to go. Yeah. And now to find one that doesn't have a broken tab or something like this one complete is fairly expensive, but to get a non-broken tab one
impossible.
It's very hard.
Yeah, my tab's broken and my handle is missing.
Yep. Now
mine's in two pieces.
They've actually used this mold multiple times. There's a Play-Doh set that they did the whole dragon part mold, and they changed the holders to hold Play-Doh.
Oh, so cool.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
And it was not marketed as He-Man Play-Doh. They just made a dinosaur carrying Play-Doh, and it's that mold.
Is Play-Doh Mattel?
I think so.
Very possible. I think it might be, or they were done, or they bought the mold.
Yeah.
Like why are they all together? Like in the guys.
Well, the bad guys in the back there, and the good guys in the front.
No, but they're on the same side. Like they're just left and right. So all the bad guys, and then Beastman goes over behind Tila, and Skeletor's like, "What are you doing there, Beastman? You're supposed to be on this side." He's like, "I don't know, Skeletor. I just went where I thought." She's like, "Get over here, you fool!"
In the comic, they way over explain this guy. It's like the mini comic that comes with this is like Skeletor revives a dinosaur bone thing, and then it's a bad guy that works for him, and then they convince him to be good, so now he's good, and then they all cheer Battle Bones. I'm like, it's just a carrying case. Like, what the hell is going on?
What is this? Like, and it eats your weapons. Like, this is weird.
Yeah.
I still have my childhood Battle Cat, but
no I got him without all the stuff.
No armor. I don't have my armor.
I didn't get any of the cats.
I had Panther too. Yeah.
Is your recollection? Did they not release a Battle Cat He-Man set? Or because for Christmas I got He-Man and Battle Cat, Skeletor and Panther one Christmas, and I always thought it was one package for each, but it might have been 4 packages.
They did some weird double packs. Like it felt like there was like some random like 2-figure packs that they would do.
Yeah,
I don't know if they ever actually did a Battle Cat and He-Man. Now they did it with Origins, where you got battle damaged battle armor He-Man and battle damaged Battle Cat.
That one,
which you get that fake chrome.
The vac metalized type of thing.
Those are the best.
Yeah.
And I got the Skeletor that came with Screech, and they added more like orange to Skeletor's face in that one. I was like, it's the only way you could get Screech though.
Yeah.
This is cool. I remember this box, like just the cat on its own, but he was awesome.
I saw it all the time.
I never had the battle ram, and this was like the most used vehicle. Like you'd always see this.
We always see the front part
the front part. Yeah, you don't see it's always detached.
I have my
and in the cartoon it has that weird whole handle thing. Where you put
I got the Hot Wheels version.
Yes.
That is. Let me make you full screen. Hold on.
Yeah, I got the Hot Wheels version, and then
that does come off.
It does come off, so you can have that piece.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah,
that is awesome.
I only have the land shark of that. Yeah.
I have the land shark, but this was like immediate buy. It's like I got this and the glider, which will pop up later.
I don't know why they took so long to do that. It's the same company, and it's like, let's do Hot Wheels versions of the He-Man.
I finally got the little ones that Skeletor's riding in Land Shark, and
Yeah.
He-Man's in the Wind Rider. I got those finally.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I never had this, man. Yeah, that front part is all you mostly see. But yeah, you're right. It's got that weird where the hands kind of go into it.
Yeah, like you go in. Yeah, it's weird.
It mostly they just like had their hands on the side, and that's all it would ever be able to do.
But the cartoon had that weird handle thing. So
Origins gave us just the front. We got the glider part. This was an odd thing that they did where you could just get random, like it's kind of like G.I. Joe when you got the mini like artillery kits, you know, the stuff if you couldn't buy a vehicle. This is what this felt like, was the He-Man just what the fuck ever. It's like it was
what is
exactly.
The WTFs.
It's part of that laser tag craze where they discovered light sensitivity technology. Everyone did. And it was like, okay, let's just put it, you know, like I had this, I sold this. I don't know if you remember, J-Man, because I didn't care about this thing.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of neat. We have Nunio here watching the
Nunio Biz. I like it.
Nunio Biz. Oh, Nunio Biz. Oh, that is very funny.
Biz.
That's great. That's absolutely hilarious.
I like to add the added play to this, but again, it's like, were you competing with Captain Power at this point? You know, to get into the light game?
I think so. This is 87 or so. This is
had to be.
This is 87. Really
around the time of like Laser Sword, He-Man, and all that shit.
Yep.
Oh,
OG.
One of my favorite things of all time is just Beast Man.
OG, man.
Oh my god, it's just it's beautiful.
Beast, man. I definitely had this one. I had like the first run of this.
Yeah,
at least had that. So good.
Is that the big Jim Whip or whatever?
Yeah, that's the big Jim jungle tamer, lion tamer, whatever it was. Yeah.
Oh man, Beastman's just the best.
And that's where you could get, I don't know if it's in this book, but you got the accessory pack that gave you the yellow.
Yeah. Like the alternate.
Everyone put it on Mossman. So you had the yellow Mossman versus your Beastman, and they kind of, they were the same mold.
Yeah.
Love it.
Oh. All right, so here's another one of these tail end. I was already kind of out of He-Man by this point.
I was out by now. I didn't understand the dinosaur aspect of it. Yeah, okay, fine. Kids are into dinosaurs, but why is this in He-Man?
Right.
They go back and the whole thing, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I do.
Preternia bull crap.
Preternia,
yeah. But again, they're just trying to extend the longevity of this, but it's like, even as a kid who loved like Dino Riders, because that's exactly who they're competing with. These were all just because kids love action figures riding on dinosaurs. We can make He-Man do that. Yeah. But it's like, even this just looks dumb to most kids. Like, why is it strapped to his horns? Like, that's
like, what is going on with this?
It's a Triceratops with guns on its horn.
Right. And they couldn't decide whether or not they were actually dinosaurs or robots because they have like robotic innards sometimes.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, so weird.
Yeah.
Blade.
Never got this one. The movie.
I never had him either.
I love the movie, but I never bought the figures for it.
Yeah, I never had Blade. Oh, he is great.
I've
waited a long time for this.
I'm hoping they do Origins of him. That's one I'm waiting on. I want a Blade. Yeah.
I've got the Blade Classics Blade, but
they say to be featured in the He-Man movie, which is
it says right here.
Called. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Masters of the Universe, but every kid knows that that's just a He-Man movie.
Exactly.
I had Blast Attack. Pretty cool.
Another one, Mom and Dad were like, "You're going to lose all the pieces."
Yeah. But it's so cool. Like, it's like he
busts apart. Okay.
Yeah. So you had a trigger, that wire in the thing. It would plug in the back, and you'd push it, kind of like dynamite. Boom! Yeah. And it was supposed to blow him apart. Yeah. He's such an odd character, though, even for the cartoon. His job is to, if something happens, he blows up.
I would just have him be a mindless droid, just make it a weapon and just like send out the blast attacks, and then like a bunch of them come out and start blowing up.
I can see Army building this, just having like 50 blast attacks.
Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, if I was doing a He-Man movie, I would literally have everything in it. That's just the thing. It doesn't have to be. I think at some point in time, people forgot that there's just guys like Beastman, Merman, Triclops, Trapjaw. Those are characters. It doesn't. Not everyone has to be a big complex. I would literally just make this a machine thing. Like, okay, we've built a few bombs, and they just walk out and explode. Like, they just walk towards the palace and blow up to create. Like they can run.
This would be He-Man's version of Bat in G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Your Bat droids.
Well, he's a bleepicide bomber, like basically.
Right.
That's a bleepicide.
I don't know how else to say it. Like,
no, I would make it like I would actually make it like a machine that like its arms like spin around and its legs like run. It's like and it just runs and explodes like in the Super Mario games or something. The little bomb.
Yeah,
the bombs. Yeah,
the bombs. Yeah. Just do it like that. Like have him like and just send. It's like like a troop comes down, a thing opens up, and it's like they all just come running out like and it's like
blast attacks. Yeah,
right.
It's an action sequence basically.
It's an action sequence character. Yeah. It doesn't need to be like. That's a misconception. We're not sitting here saying, well, if Beastman isn't a character. It's like, well, yeah, Beastman should be a character because he's a main guy. But some of these other guys, like Ninjor, Ninjor can just be the leader of a bunch of ninja, and then the ninjas are fodder, right? Yeah. Like, it doesn't have to be like Ninjor is fodder, but like we can have other characters. Like this could be
kind of look like them. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Never had this either. This again, another one of these like handheld thingies. It's kind of a weird. I don't remember ever seeing this in any of the stores that I ever went to.
I don't think this was one my cousins had either. It's a little disc shooter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anything that shot discs was cool though.
Well, yeah.
But like what? I mean, it just shot discs. Or like, It
shot discs. It come off of the base, but then it would go back on the base. So I guess to hold it upright for play.
Right.
I don't know. Seems complicated. This is just again, somebody drew it and they went, "Fuck it, let's make a toy," and kids will buy it.
Oh man, Buzz Off.
Classic.
Yeah, classic. The wings are so cool. Got the axe in the helmet.
I played with mine constantly. That was one of my favorites, except for the flipping helmet.
Yeah, I was gonna
set on his head, like.
His helmet doesn't stay on. It's like everyone lost it because it doesn't stay on. Like
Origins fixed it because it gave 2 nubs and holes, so it locks on. This one never could keep that helmet on his head.
Yeah. Hey, crazy amazing J-Man, how's it going? At the Interdimensional Council of J-Man, yes, comments, yes. I saw your comment on my haul video. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Buzzsaw Hordak. Okay, so I didn't have Buzzsaw Hordak. This is one I did not have.
No, I got the Origins one. It's awesome. Like that buzzsaw flies across the room.
It does.
Yeah, this is super cool.
It came with the best Hordak head too, the buzzsaw one, because he's smiling and he's got the red eyes in there. I'm like, okay, that's the best Hordak head version in this.
Yeah, this looks awesome. But that's great.
Hordak was
they fully intended him to be the new Skeletor, basically.
Oh, 100%.
They were doing variations of just him.
He's awesome. I have Castle Grayskull. I still have mine.
It didn't have room for it was the excuse I was told, but in all reality, Mom and Dad just couldn't afford it.
That is, you know what? We don't have room. That is a super classic Mom and Dad. You don't have any room. It's like we have plenty of room. What are you talking about?
I'm like, it folds up. It can hold my He-Man. No. It just because they knew then it would be like, well, now I have to have Snake Mountain. Now I have to have all this. I do have the Origins next to me still in box. Because awesome. I need a shelf because I don't have room.
Yeah, Sean bought me the Origins Grayskull, and I've got the Classics Grayskull, like the big super huge one, and I don't have the 2000X Grayskull.
That was a cool design. I like the 200.
It was neat. Yeah, it was neat. Oh man, look at all this beautiful stuff inside.
You could tell what era yours comes from depending on the face, the black on how it was sprayed on the face.
Oh yeah.
Go, that's an early release, or they can look at it and be like, okay, that's a later release, all based on how the black was sprayed on.
Oh my gosh. Wow. I had an old I have clamp champ, but my buddy had given it to me. So I didn't have one from me having it. So I had one. So short story, I had one as a kid, but I didn't buy it. My friend Vic gave me his clamp champ.
This was my final He-Man. I got it for Easter. But this was the very last one I ever got or even bought for myself. After this, I was straight on into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
But I still have my original clamp champ. And the claw still works. It doesn't
awesome.
jam up. So it's like a $150 figure right now, even loose. But I played the hell out of my clamp champ, man. Between him and Rio Blast, those were my like.
I have Rio Blast, and mine is in great condition.
Dude, mine was in great condition. I put it in storage, and one of the knee pad pegs had broke, so one of the knee pads with the guns doesn't stay in anymore. But I love Clamp Champ. That was a great addition on there.
My favorite toy was Clawful. Carried him around everywhere.
Yep.
Put him in my pocket. Lost him.
Oh,
and then a couple of buddies, I can't remember who gave me theirs, and that's the one I still have to this day. So I lost my original Clawful. My friend Vic ended up giving me all his He-Man toys. So he gave me Extendar, he gave me Stratos, he gave me Clamp Champ, he gave me his Grizzlor. So I had 2 Grizzlors. He gave me his Clawful. So I still have them. Like, he gave them to me. I was like, don't worry, Vic, these are staying with me. It's like, okay. And it's like, no, they literally are. Like, it's like 40 years later. I still got them. I got them. I made a promise. I'm not going to let those go. And I still got them. I've got the Clawful he gave me and the Stratos he gave me in my bathroom on our medicine cabinet.
That was awesome. I would always take his arm and put it on other characters and make it like they were being infected by the like crab or lobster or whatever the hell it was. Dude, honestly, Man-at-Arms probably had that arm on it more than any other character.
That is so
he would
funny.
always get infected by something.
That's my arm. Yep. I love Clawful, and I really like what they've done in 2000, where they made him a really big, monstrous. So he's super, super stupid, but he's just this monstrous, huge guy.
I've got his Staticon.
Yeah, I've got it right there.
And it's one of my, like, that is probably my favorite Staticon.
Me too.
He is just, he's got that wide torso, narrow, wide top, narrow torso. He's just so fucking cool.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's my favorite. Yeah. He would have been a great figure.
Yeah.
Or I was kind of like on these, like, what do you?
This was just like the G.I. Joe backpack accessories you could get, where you just got the accessory in there and it would do something. And that's what these were. There's a water one and something else with the
aqua one with Skeletor on the I
got whenever Mega Bloks had the license to do their knockoff Legos, I have the Mountain Climber Man-at-Arms that they did.
Yeah.
Really, the art is just like the greatest thing ever though on this package. Look at how badass Man-at-Arms is with that thing.
And you know what that guarantees? If someone's grandma bought them that and they didn't have Man-at-Arms, somebody had to go get him Man-at-Arms.
Right.
I can't
put 1987 can you do that? Yeah.
It's hard. I mean, I'm sure someone was still bitching. Like, I gotta have Man-at-Arms for this.
Yeah.
It's on the package.
Right.
Yeah. It reminds me a lot of Centurions, like this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, Centurions did.
Yeah.
All right, so we can skip through this. This is the same. Same.
Oh, that's even worse. Actually, I'd rather have the cat. Good Lord, that's bad.
That's bad, yeah.
Metroid, yeah.
God.
Crocodile Bite. You weren't here, Charlie, for the for when we were going through Transformers, and Wheelie is like the worst toy of all. I remember someone said to me, Because I can't remember what I said was the worst toy. Like, no way, you're crazy. I was like, oh, what's worse? And he was like, Wheelie. I was like, I don't know about that. And I got proven my ass wrong big time when I was like, let me look at that Wheelie toy. I was like, oh shit,
You probably
I
said
am
Megatron
wrong.
or something like that because Megatron is really unwieldy.
He's pretty
But
bad. No,
Wheelie-
but there's
yeah.
He was bad, but
these are this guy's
Wheelie
not.
looks like kill me. Like he looks
Kill
like
me,
that. Looks
kill
like that.
me.
put me out of my misery.
Ah!
That's the only one that looks halfway decent because he
Yeah.
looks like a meteor. You know,
Yeah.
they got rid
Yeah.
of that smooth egg look.
Oh, I had this. He's awesome.
That's so cool. I would have loved to have had this one.
Oh, he was so cool, and it did work. And my spray should still work, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, he was so on. Yeah, this Skeletor was badass, having a pet dragon on
Who the
him.
hell just that? Like, I want to be the toy guy thinking this shit up. Like, you know what Skeletor needs? A dragon on his back that spits acid at your good guys.
Yeah,
Make it.
You
Make
know what
it
it is?
now.
His wife has a pump action perfume thing, and he's like, what if that was a dragon head and it sprays water? It's like,
Yeah.
that's what it really is.
yeah, Cobra Khan.
Absolutely is.
Any
Oh,
mechanism
yeah.
in your everyday life and just turn into a toy, right?
Absolutely. Still cool.
I had this. Oh, it was so cool.
I want this in Origin so bad, and I want it to work. I
So
want
iconic,
a
yeah.
motorized Dragon Walker. It is the most ridiculous but awesome toy. The way it would swing the entire base around,
Yeah.
move the head, swing it the other way, move the head. It's so cool.
Yeah, it would eventually go straight for about like 2 rotations, then it would start to veer.
It would veer if
Yeah.
if you had enough room, it would veer the other way. Like it was
Yeah.
unwieldy.
Yeah. Well, I guess it was realistic. This dragon's like all over the place. He might, it's like he's like, I'm
I
not going
go
where
where I want here, man, and just
Yeah.
takes off.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, I have Dragster. I still have my childhood one. He's awesome.
He's up too high, but I've got my OG. Still have my Ripcord too, not broken. He works.
Nice. Yeah, so again, this would be the same as Blast Attack. He'd be like send out the dragsters, and he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Ooh," guys, just like
That would have been cool.
like in
Like he looks cool as just a trooper, like design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be a
Looks
trooper.
awesome, yeah.
Yeah, so he's packaged as he's an evil horde guy. So that would be like how Blast Attack is Skeletor's guys. This would be Hordak's. Send out so he's got his horde troopers. This is why Hordak was better thought of, because having a bunch of random troopers and again Dragster, like all of these troop building guys, you can have them get destroyed, and you can have more violence that way. Say, oh yeah, he's killing these robots. They're just robots, so who cares, right?
Yeah, that's not a creature. That's just a robot that's running around out there. Hey, well, hell, Hordak was half robot. I mean, transformed into a rocket half the time. So it's
I like how he was a tech guy, and so Skeletor had all the sorcery, and Hordak had all the technology. Nobody had this. I didn't know any kid that
I
had
didn't.
this.
My cousins didn't have Eternia. There's no way. But it was always. I've seen them at shows. Even the OG is massive. This is one of, if not, if you don't count the flag, probably one of the largest play sets. As far as height and how far it would expand out.
Oh, it's crazy.
I didn't.
That new Eternia now. It's where it's like massive.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do with it?
Like, know where to put this stuff.
It's just like you'd have to be like, look how many pages are devoted to this thing. Like all the things it could.
I'd have to have a rather large house with a full basement.
Yeah.
Just dedicated if I wanted all of the play sets set up the way they should be.
Mhm.
Yeah. But it is cool. I mean, I remember as a kid, you're always looking at it in the catalog. Just always like, oh man, I'd love to have that. That would have been my mom and dad's legit. We don't have room for that.
Yeah, that would be real. Like, where would have put that? Evelyn, I had Evelyn.
Didn't get this one.
Yeah, she's
even
awesome.
Sarah, my sister, didn't get this one, which was weird. It was weird. I got Tila. Mom and dad bought me that one, but Sarah got all those She-Ra stuff. But I never got Evelyn. Never understood why she was yellow. I mean, I know different, like species and races, but who else was yellow in He-Man? Like,
yeah, oh no.
Yeah, like what other yellow? Because like what other yellow people were there? Like she's flesh in the cartoon, so it's just weird. Like
Right. Were you just trying? Because I mean, it's obviously Tila mold,
right.
just a different head. So it could have been like we can't do it flesh, but then make her Skeletor's color. Make her
Purple or whatever.
well, I was trying to remember. It's like Dar. I forget what the species he's supposed to be.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember, but it was always weird. I don't miss not having her. It was just one of those like, if I'd have got it, I'd have been fine, but wasn't a must own.
I never had Tila, so I had Evelyn though, but I don't know why I didn't have Tila. Extendar, my friend Vic gave to me, still have it. No shield, but
Loved my Extendar. I've heard some people be like, man, it was a dumb character. I'm like, is this like Mecha Neck times 1,000? Like his legs extended, his torso.
His shield. Yeah.
His shield was weird. The shield was weird. Like it doesn't make any sense when it's folded out.
Yeah, like it's folding downwards. Like,
is it because he extends? It's supposed to fold down to guard his body.
Oh, guard the rest of them.
Yeah.
He's also in
with all those holes in it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They're triangles. You can't get past my triangles.
It's like a Persian row. Yeah.
This one could have not come with an accessory, and I would have been fine with it because he had playability.
Yeah, he's awesome. I like Extendar. He make him look really cool. Faker. I mean, this was great in the sense of like they literally put a sticker and then now it's a new toy. It's like use Skeletor's armor, an orange sword, and then just release them, and then
blue and
different
sticker,
old plastic and everything. And again, for some reason, I couldn't convince mom and dad that it's not another version of He-Man.
Right.
It was no, he's another character. I need him. I was like trying to show him the cartoon and everything. Nope, it looked like He-Man, so we're not buying it for you.
It's not He-Man, Mom, I swear. Hello, Gap. How's it going? Gap After Dark. Yeah, it's like it's Faker. No, it's not He-Man, Mom. It's He-Man. Oh, I have my Fisto from when I had Faker, and I had my Fisto from when I was a kid too. Still have mine.
I had Fisto, and I was one of those kids that went, if I own Stridor, I gotta have Fisto because he's on the package, and that's the one vehicle I had was the horse.
I also had Stridor as well.
Yep. But again, it was one of those things like he's on the package. I have to have him to go with my horse. No one else can ride in the horse. It's Fisto.
Well, I thought it was his. Like it was like, why would Fisto ride Battle Cat?
I think it was something in the cartoon that it was like
it was
his appearance was with Stridor, wasn't it?
It would make more sense. It would be Rio Blast didn't come out in time, but it would have been great to see Rio Blast with Stridor. That'd be that could be its own cartoon. Like,
well, it kind of did. That's
it kind of is. It's
Bravestar later.
Yeah, Bravestar,
but I like Fisto, and I like it. It does say in there because he's going to be later, but it was always Fisto and Jitsu. Like those two fought each other every time.
Yeah, in the poster, I think.
Yeah.
Lion Fist, He-Man. I have this one from childhood. Still have it. Still have the accessories. I think he's complete. Oh no, I don't have that red I don't have this red thing. Like where it plugs into his back. I don't have
this.
Right
there. You don't have that. What is that?
But I have everything else. So I just don't have this thing.
Is that to hold the piece on his back or something? Or
no, it's so you could hold the back and then you spin him.
Oh, okay.
See, like, look, it like it's to help you, but you don't need it. There's actually, look at see on the back here. There's actually ridges, so you can put your thumb in the ridges in the groove and spin them that way. So I don't know what this red. It's just to hold. I guess it's to hold the. I guess it's like his backpack holds the shit, but it looks so weird.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So is that all he was? Is just a rotating thing? That was the gimmick?
So the shield rotates and the fists rotate. It's pretty cool. It's sick. Like when you do it, it works. It does work. It's like it's pretty neat. I had this. I had this one.
This one was always cool looking.
I had this. It was awesome. Evil. And then what I would do is I would take the bottom. Okay, you see the nacelles or whatever, like. You see this bottom piece?
Yeah.
This actually unhooked from the handle, and then I would use it as a gun. Like it looked like a futuristic gun. So I pretended to.
Kind of like a Star-Lord double barrel.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. They stole that from me. When as a kid, I would rip that off and I'm like, it's exactly Star-Lord's gun. You're right. So later on, I actually have Captain Power's gun, like the full gun that he uses in the show.
Yeah.
I had the gun, and it was awesome. It had a scope, and it would shoot. It would click the light and everything. And then it came with Captain Power's thing. You could aim it and shoot at it. It was neat. So I had that, and then that was my backup gun. Because when I stopped playing with the He-Man toys, I would be like, "Oh, I'm going to be Captain Power," and I would actually have that as a backup gun. And my grandfather made a holster for that as my sidearm. My grandfather was the best. I'd be like, we went to Croatia. I got cap guns, and the cap guns in Croatia were metal. Like you couldn't, like it was hard to pull the trigger. So I had one of those, and I loved the spinning and putting it in the holster. I could do it.
Yeah,
I could still do it. I practiced every day. Remember in Three Amigos where they're like, oh, and they're doing it all? I could do I love Three Amigos. I watched it 4,000 times, and I could do it. And my grandfather made me a cool holster for it. I was like, oh, you got to make me a holster. And then I would like spin and get it in. And he made me a holster. So I actually had an entire belt of like cool shit that I could have. My grandfather would make anything you say. Like it's the randomest crap. I need nunchucks. Okay. The nunchucks need to go on my belt. Okay, I'll make that. You can pull nunchucks out.
When I was growing up, Dad always had this like it was like a wood burning, but it was an actual like printed picture of Clint Eastwood up on the wall, and he had a gun holster, just a regular leather one for like an old 6-shooter, just hanging there always. When I got my Nintendo, we went and rented was it Gun Ho or Hogan's Alley, one of the ones where you had to like draw.
Okay.
Yeah. We're playing the game, and then all of a sudden Dad's like looking at the wall, and he puts the holster on and puts the light gun in the holster and does legit like draw on the game. And it's like, as a kid, my mind is blown. Like we're trying to make it small enough to fit me and trying to play the game, like really pulling the gun out.
That is so cool.
I was like, that still to this day, coolest moment my dad ever did.
That is badass though. It's like
do it for real. Like, yes.
Yeah, this is a neat toy. It flapped very good.
I would have played a lot with that one. That reminds me of like Sectars.
Well, it's funny. It's competing against that's 86, right? It's so funny seeing some of these designs. Like obviously, you know what they're competing against, right? Like Rock Lords. It's like Centurions. Like yeah,
you're right.
That's why, which I think it's getting ready to come up. So Fright Zone's puppet. Sectars also had like all their creatures were puppets.
Yeah,
I had Sector puppets.
Yeah, like the fuzzy version of it.
Well, they had a puppet in the big play set for them. I can't remember what it's called. The Hive. The Hive.
Yeah. That thing is badass.
Yeah,
we're supposed to be getting this in Origins and a solid Fright Monster coming out.
Oh, cool! Like it's actually a monster,
which is fun. But tell me that is not from what we watch, King Solomon or Lost City of Gold.
Lost City of Gold.
Little creatures running out of that cave.
Yep, it was Lost City of Gold. We're like, oh my god, it's literally from that.
Well, Jamie and I were talking about this the other day, and the Fright Zone in the cartoon is nothing like this, and we never got anything like that. It's like the big tower with the things that come out and stuff. It's awesome.
The Fright
and then we got
Zone
this thing. And I was like, what the hell is this?
This. I never understood why this was the Fright Zone. This isn't scary. This should have been like Swamp Attack or something like that. But because like Hordak's Fright Zone, like you said, it had a spire. It had all this like
like the mechanical stuff coming out of it.
Yeah, all that. And then we got this. It's like Dagobah 2.0.
Yeah. Here's all the stuff it could do, like one thing or two things.
Move the tree. It did have the trap door on the bottom that when it was open, it would close on your foot.
Oh, yeah. It would grab your foot or whatever.
And that's what locked you in front of the monster.
Right. So you got trapped
there. Yeah.
This is terrible.
Another damage orb? God damn.
Gorilla. No.
All right, did you have a brown? I had a dark brown Grizzler and a light brown Grizzler. I had two Grizzlers.
Never got this one. And I don't know why. It could have been they just didn't find it, or they were like, I already have Beastman. It's that kind of logic at this point.
Yeah, so I actually have this rare variant, but I don't think I have it anymore. I had both of these Grizzlors. I had both.
That dark brown face one's pricey. It really is.
Shit, I wonder if I still have my dark brown one somewhere, but I definitely had the dark brown. That was my Grizzlor. And then my friend Vic again gave me his light brown one. Mm-hmm. So I've got both of these right now for sure. I have the light brown one. I don't know if I still have the dark one somewhere. I may have. My dark brown one was pretty beat up. I may have thrown it out because he gave me his. I thought I don't need this other one now. Like it's just
we didn't know what variants were.
Yeah, you didn't think anything about that.
You like the hair or no?
Yes.
I always thought you look too cuddly.
I don't know. I thought he looked pretty badass. Is that book one? Are we done with book one? Oh God, no!
Wow.
God, we're on page 56 out of 380.
Yeah.
This might continue next week.
Yeah.
We could do this next week because the guys.
It was iffy. Yeah.
It was iffy. So we'll just do it next week if we can't finish it.
Screw it. We're fine. I can do this for weeks, man. This is
I mean, Jesus Christ, I thought we're only on G.
Oh, we're almost done out of this book this thick. It's fine. We're flying through it.
Gwildor is awesome.
I wish the key looked more like the key. I get that it's the grappling. It's actually the grappling hook. They call it the cosmic key, but I'm like, that's his grappling hook from the movie. Yep. He grabs the chicken and brings it back to him.
Yeah. I wonder why they put the food on these little white sticks. Those are rib bones. You mean bones. This used to be an animal? It's like, It's like
he's just sitting there eating away. Happy, licking his
it tasted good.
It's like throw up.
Yeah, it's like what a barbaric world. Never think while you're hungry.
Live by them words.
You know, Man at Arms in that movie, you could I almost wrote. I used to do little mini essays just for my own benefit. Yeah. Like on weird things. Like I did a Conan breakdown. I was going to break down Man at Arms as a very like well-developed, interesting character with a lot of like backstory and depth that is like, it's like he gives the inspirational speech at the end, but not super goofy, like just in a realistically, you know, I'm Man at Arms, like just in a realistic way. It's like, listen, boy, and you know, and half a Chromon or whatever it is, we're not gonna have a sorceress to go home to. It's like, so if you know how to do something with that thing, then you do it. And it's like, shit, I like that. I'm getting goosebumps now, even me saying
the acting's really good. Like with
that guy is so good.
Great Man at Arms.
Yeah, like at first, when you first see him, like, oh, he doesn't have the bronze armor. I was like, oh. And it's like they couldn't, you know, but I was like, oh, he looks cool. Like, I don't know. I was like, I like him a lot. He just like, they never did a movie. They never did him as a toy in the movie version. Like,
no, they didn't.
Because Beastman came out, which I missed. I don't know how I can't find Beastman. They did Beastman movie version.
I don't think they've even done a classics of him, have they? Like, classics did almost every character they could think of. And I don't think there's a movie Man at Arms. There's no movie
Man at Arms in that I've seen.
That's a crime.
Yeah, I like him. And Tila was good too. Woman at Arms. That was cool. She was good. But no, Man at Arms was so good in that. Like just to eat in the he goes, you know, and he's like, 15 days without rations. Like, yes, Father, you told us the story. He's like, well, you know, I'm telling the story, you know, and he'll eat the ribbos. He's like, he goes, you gotta eat, right? Like we're not gonna save Eternia if we die of starvation. That was awesome. But I like Gwildor in the movie. Oh, there he is, He-Man. My God,
that's the classic, man.
That is it. Oh my God. There's nothing more iconic. I mean, there's Superman and then there's He-Man. Like that's like my order.
Yeah. I got this on a trip to New York because my dad's from New York. And we went to go see my grandparents, and Mom and Dad had bought this because it was a long ass drive. Mm-hmm. My sister wasn't even born yet. I got He-Man. I hadn't even taken him out of the package. Got to my grandparents' house, was sitting in the living room, walked out of the living room for a minute, came back, and their fucking dog Peanut had peed on the package.
Oh no.
He was still in the package, and Mom and Dad cleaned it up and opened it right then and there. I have never forgiven that dog. I know that dog's dead and probably in hell now because he peed on my He-Man. But I remember my first He-Man, and I still have my first one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now mine was busted to hell. It actually broke. Like the arm didn't just break off; it broke the plastic with it. Like part of his
Mine
like.
too. That's how mine got broken. Yeah,
Isn't
I
that
couldn't put it
weird?
back on. It was a hole. I was like,
It
"What
was
the
a
hell?"
hole. Yeah,
Yeah,
the whole like so like here. Let me see if I can use my mouse. Like this section got broken off.
Yeah,
right.
that was
Yeah,
common, especially in the early runs.
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
But yeah,
that'd be so good.
He-Man was next level back then because all the other figures were trying to ape that 3¾ inch,
Yeah.
and having a big like. I remember putting him against my cousin's like coffee mug, and it dwarfed the mug, and I was like, yeah, like the heft of it in a
Yeah.
kid's hands. It was really cool, man. It was
It
really
fit
appealing.
better.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
you know, little ones are fine. I love my GI Joes and stuff, but
Yeah.
yeah,
there was something about you could see what you're
yeah.
doing. It felt meaty. It was
Yeah,
He-Man.
bigger and more substantive,
Yeah.
and you have them like fight each other with the swivel hips and everything,
Yeah.
the
Power
Spring.
punch.
elastic. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah. This is the best toy ever. Like we got to remember what we're doing too. Star Wars is the best toy line as a
Mhm.
cohesive toy line based
Yeah.
on a series of films where the films gave you enough of each character that you could then play out your own stories. He-Man was disjointed because the comics didn't match the cartoon and there was brand confusion. Once the brand confusion was gone, just the toy line as a toy for boys is a masterpiece. Like
Mhm.
big toy, you're like, wow, this feels like shit. Yeah, and you get two in your hand, and that's all you could fit in your hand. So they fight
Yeah.
each other, and then once
Yeah.
He-Man defeats him, okay, he defeated Merman. Oh shit, it's Trap and then he fights, and then you could set them aside as though they're still fighting, and then He-Man's like, Man at Arms, there's more of them. And then here comes
Yeah.
Merman, and then Man at Arms.
And there's
like,
a feature to try for each guy, right?
Each
Like,
guy has a
try to
thing.
fit Clawful's claw around someone's like.
Yeah. Oh no, Clawful's grabbing my arm, and
You know,
Yeah.
as a kid, I never cared that mold looks like this other one. Like I didn't
Yeah.
care that Merman looks like Stinkor.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a skunk and that's a water dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it never crossed my mind to even care about that. And it's a different type of play. Like my GI Joes, you would set them up in poses, they'd be in a vehicle. You would,
Yeah.
if they fought, I'm gonna swing this arm
And a
and
thumb
try to
comes
poke
off.
like
Yeah.
a thumb comes off of grunt every goddamn time.
Crotch breaks. You try to do a kick, like quick kick. Oh, I'm going to do the Van Damme splits. Like that's busted. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Well, I'm not the only one sitting there spinning their bottoms as much as I can just to see if I can make them helicopter kick.
helicopter kick.
Random.
Yeah.
He-Man, it was just different play, and they both had their spots, but He-Man just was it. It is a perfect name. He-Man. That's it, man.
Yeah, no, it's literally masterpiece. Like every single aspect of it. The toys, it's like mixture of science fiction, and fantasy, beasts, magic, but tech guys too.
There's guns, there's vehicles, there's spells, there's
That 8-back. I mean, you don't know what this is when you first see it. It's like they're all colorful and cool, and you could tell what they do just by looking at them.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it still blows my mind that an 8-back is like Zodak. And it's like to me, he's not even a main character. Like he's an important character, but he's definitely not main.
No.
But I think mom and dad looked at that and were like, we're going to get him eventually. He's going to get all of these. And then it was like family buying, like the random ones I would get.
Hordak.
Yep. I got Hordak right after I saw Secret of the Sword in the theater.
Really?
Because Mattel was on point. When you got a ticket at Scarpetown Center here, you got a free mini comic. It was the first She-Ra mini comic that has basically the first 5 minutes of the movie. And then there was a sign in the theater saying, come to Eaton's. It's one of our department stores, Charlie, for an appearance of He-Man and She-Ra. And so when we came out of the theater, my dad's like, "Do you want to go check this thing out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man." So we went, and there's an actor playing He-Man. It's like local. I don't know who these guys, and and someone playing She-Ra, and the He-Man guy was like, behold Mattel's latest offerings. Like he's trying to be like He-Man, and like I remember the She-Ra girl was laughing at him. But my dad bought me Hordak because after Secret of the Sword, I was like, Hordak's awesome. And my dad's like, do you want? I'll get you one of these guys. Pick one. And I'm like, fucking Hordak, man. So that's how you do it.
You saw a live action commercial pawning toys on kids, and that's epic as hell.
Dog.
Yeah.
Hey, purist. Hordak, yes, Hordak. Well, we're on H. We're doing it in alphabetical order. So,
I have to say, I never understood that crossbow. It's like it when you unlatch it, just goes out a little bit.
It sprung. That's all it did. I don't know. I always pictured it like the head was actually like the arrow and it shot something out or something like that. But I don't know. It was every Horde one came with it. Like even if they some of them didn't make any sense. I think they did it with the Origins too. Like Montana came with one. Yeah. Leech has one. Like what? Why he has suction cup hands?
It would clip around. Yeah, you could clip it around his.
Where am I supposed to put this on him? Like,
it's a bit weird. I just remind everybody, if you're watching, this is being simultaneously streamed through various ports. So if you're watching on my channel, please make sure you're subscribed to Sean. And if you're on Sean's channel, please make sure you're subscribed to me. And also, Charlie has a great podcast, so make sure you follow that link and check out his podcast. We'll talk more towards the end of the stream about it. But so if you're just joining us, I see a lot more people are coming in now. We've been going through the Toys of He-Man. This book is the Dark Horse book or whatever. It's in alphabetical order, so what you've missed is A through H. We're on Hordak right now, and I did have Hordak as a kid. And I have my childhood Horde Trooper.
I mean, it's kind of wild that character stood up against Skeletor as far as playability and kids wanting him.
Every design, like the first whatever waves, like we can, if they did this book in waves, it'd be easier. But the designs are so amazing that now when you've got these guys, or even the Four Horsemen, or just fan people. These artists come in, Joe Jusko or like one of these, like Noram or any of these guys who do this art, Boris and all of that. They do some sort of art, and the Masters of the Universe look amazing every time. It's like you cannot draw a bad picture. I'll put it full screen. I mean, that's the Four Horsemen Hordak, and that is absolutely crazy. And if you look at that, I don't know how we're going to do this. This will be hard to do. But see, Charlie, put it back up for just a second. It's going to be hard to do this. I'll move you to the top, so maybe that's easier. Like, look at the toy Hordak versus it is the same. They didn't change it around. That's not movie version. That's not my interpretation of Hordak. That is Hordak coming to life in this bust. And it's amazing. Like, look how awesome that is. And it's the real Hordak. They didn't change it.
The face is the same. It's just
the color scheme is the same. The bat symbol. Yeah. Awesome.
Love it.
Yeah. Like it's like the way, Four Horsemen are awesome, but like the way that He-Man has created so many, just think it's so difficult to get one thing. Like there's guys out there, like, I can't think of anybody. Well, Bill Everett's created a few characters, but like what are Bill Everett's, who's like a mid-tier guy? Like, what are his best guys? Like what? Like Namor, he created Doctor Strange. No, Steve Ditko's Doctor Strange. What else? Bill Everett did Daredevil. So Daredevil, Namor, that's it. I can't think of any off the top of my head that are big names. That's two. Now, to have two is like phenomenal. Like if Sylvester Stallone died and there was only Rambo and Rocky, that's all there ever needed to be. And he's solidified, right? Mm-hmm. Schuster and Siegel did lots of characters. Superman, you're gold. You did Superman, you're done. If you die with creating nothing else, you still have that. But He-Man, every guy is awesome. Like shit, minimum He-Man, Skeletor, Hordak, Beastman, Trapjaw with that face in the mouth. Like Triclops having the eyes move around. Like every character's name, functionality, you look at it. Sean said this, you can tell exactly what the guy can do. You know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. If they tell you on the packaging, you don't need the packaging. You know it.
Yeah, that was the beauty. The beauty of what they did was it was simple for kids. You
Simple.
look at something and went, that is Ram Man Rams.
Yeah.
He is a man that rams. There
Yep.
you go. It
Smashes.
rhymes, it
Yeah.
works, like Horde. I had a Horde Trooper.
I still have mine. Yeah.
Mine will not stay locked for the life of it. It just falls apart every damn time.
I wish they would have done this more like C-3PO with the removable limbs, like the Empire 3PO.
Yeah, I think
would have
been cool.
I know
they should have done like variants of this. Like they've done it now. Like I think there's like the Captain Horde Troopers, but they should have done like a black version if you wanted to keep pushing this toy and make kids go, well, I need that one. He's the captain. Now I need like 4 so he can boss them around of the gray one in a chrome. Give me that vac metal Horde Trooper.
Yeah, so if he gets punched, then he blows up or whatever.
Yeah, it would just be his top would splay. Like they stayed attached, which I think is the only reason I got away with it, is you just lock it back up and it would click, but that little button gets worn out. And so now I'll set mine up and he'll just look at him cross-eyed and he falls apart.
I lost my back piece to mine, so he's like he's a floppy one now.
No.
I still have my Buzzsaw Hordak. I think he still works. Sorry, Hurricane Hordak. This was my favorite. So my original Hordak got beat up pretty badly, but I really liked this Hordak. I thought because he had the cannon arm from the show.
Yes.
Yeah. So it was so neat, and he would spin, and you could actually spin the thing with the wheel on the back. It should show that.
This should have been the initial launch. This, maybe not the gold chrome, like give him his other armor, but
black.
The cannon arm as a kid, even I'm like, where's his cannon arm? Like he always had that in the cartoon.
Yeah, he shoots the screen in the beginning, right?
Yeah, it's always pow right at you.
The evil forces of Hordak.
There's Jet Sled.
Yeah, this was a pass for me as a kid. I was like,
Yeah. No, mom and
I never got these, like what you're saying, I don't know what we're calling these, the G.I. Joe, like Charlie, you're saying the G.I. Joe.
Yeah, they were like, they were always, so G.I. Joe did, which it worked for them. Some kids couldn't afford the big vehicles, so they started making the smaller ones, like the Armadillo, stuff like that. Well, then they went even further towards like, okay, if the kids aren't going to buy any more figures, let's give them more accessories. And there was always these like wind up backpacks you could put on. One would walk, one-shot missiles. This was kind of like the He-Man equivalent, the rock climber, the jet sled. There's the aqua one for Skeletor. It was just going, we're not going to sell them toy or figures. Let's sell them accessories.
Yeah,
and that's what this line was.
But the problem with that was G.I. Joe vehicles always came with a guy. Those accessories never did, and it's the same with this. It's like you get that thing, and if you don't have a figure, then you're screwed.
Right, exactly.
And it does double for armor because you could put this armor on.
Yeah,
like you could put this armor on if you lost your chest plate, and it's kind of like a blue He-Man or something. It makes it
look like he matches it, and he has to go with it. I mean, I get it, and it makes it lock in the back, so I get the playability of it. I wouldn't have hated this if I got it as
I take.
Yeah, I would have taken this, but okay, you can see. I don't know, it's in the S's, but you can see on the back of the card there was that stilt leg.
The stilt,
the stilt,
like that one was just like what. I have
a Stilt Stalker or something like that.
Yeah, like I don't need this.
Yeah, it's like the Justice Jogger from Super Power.
That's what it's like. The Justice Jogger that had He-Man or Superman in it on the picture.
Yeah,
like,
and he's looking at you like, "Who?" Like,
yeah. I see. The problem is it would be this or a figure. Like you go to the toy store, and you usually had my grandfather would take me, and there was a bit of a budget where it's like, oh, we'll get you a figure, or it's like, okay, if it's like G.I. Yeah, like $5. Yeah, sure. So it's like $5. What do you want? And then if this was $5, like, well, I'd rather get, I'd rather buy Aquaman or something. I'd rather buy the like a different figure. Hey, Slade, how's it going, man?
It very much is like the Centurions.
It's like Centurions.
That's exactly what it feels like.
Yeah, I do like Centurions. Oh, I've got Jitsu, man. He's great.
Jitsu, man. My little Ali Yong. I swear.
Ali Yong.
My little Ali Yong running around.
I mean, it is him. It's great. I love that it's him. It's just
But I like that they moved the action to the arm, you know,
Yeah.
not just side to side. It was all in there. It was gold. He was cool. I like
He is
Jitsu.
very
He
cool.
was one of my favorite ones.
And the Four Horsemen version of this guy is like super badass.
Oh man,
'cause
he got they did him good. They did him
there's
real
there's
good.
certain characters where you know that they really liked this guy. You're like, this guy, this is just a bit extra
They
cool.
put
Like
some extra effort into it.
yeah, a little bit more, and you can tell they're like, I like, you know, the thing about those guys that's so great is that it's someone, and actually kind of pisses me off if I think about it too much, so I won't think about it too much. Is like people enjoying their work. It's like they're doing it. It's very difficult to find something that everyone likes and that you like and you're good at it. So it's like they're great at it and they're enjoying themselves and the fans are enjoying it. So it's just sort of like everything is positive, and that
You're
just kind of
winning too much. You're winning,
you're winning too much. So now you've just pissed me off. Like something, make a couple of shit characters so we can complain about it and then feel better, right?
Right.
It's like every character, and then those staction or whatever they're called, stactions, figure statues.
Staticons, yeah.
That's it. Shit, every one of them's like, it's like, well, this guy's the best. This guy's the, like, they're all the best. Like everybody's the best. I have them all. Like
I have Clawful, Hordak, and Snout Spout. Those are the three I have.
Snout Spout.
I love Snout Spout.
Is so awesome in that damn thing. Oh
Yes.
my god. Because it's like they made it like a robotic snout. You're like, oh, this looks so cool. Again, that's one where I'm like, one of those horsemen had Snout Spout as a kid, and that was like his only toy. And he's like, oh, can we make this guy a little bit better? It's like it's like this is the only one I had as a kid. Like, all right, fine, Jeffrey or whoever it was.
That's
I'll make it better.
Other heads you get with the origin. You get the OG, but you also get the one based off of the 200X.
Yeah, that one, yeah, that is just killer good.
Yeah.
Jitsu. I have King Hiss.
King Hiss was fun. My cousins had that one. He was again multiple pieces coming off.
Yeah.
Would play with him. Matter of fact, I think they lost theirs because every time we'd go play, he was just in snake form all the time. I don't think they were able to keep up with his arms and everything for him. He's
just in snake form. Guys, when we start playing He-Man versus the Snake Men, I'm just going to make King Hiss as a snake. You lost the accessories. No, I didn't lose them. It's just that he'll start out as the star.
It's part of the story. It's part of the story.
It's part of the story, guys.
I remember, J-Man, I told you there's a character like this in Jungle Cruise. And randomly, it's a guy that when you peel away his skin, is all snakes inside.
This is like, look at King Hiss cameo.
I gotta watch. I haven't seen that.
Yeah,
King Hiss is good. There's King Randor. No, I never had King Randor.
This is they released a wave later on. I guess it's 87, where they're just making Filmation guys. They just gave up and said, you know what? If you want the Filmation guys, there's Orko. It's like King Randor.
I got
Orko. Sorceress. They just made those guys, like, whatever.
I mean, it makes sense to the kids that only watch the cartoon. Like, why don't I have King Randor?
Prince Adam.
I was gonna say Prince Adam.
Yeah, because they made their own continuity in the mini comics, and then they just gave up halfway through. It's like, okay, fine, it's Prince Adam that turns into He-Man, whatever. Yeah. Yeah. But he looks cool. He looks like the guy. So
he's just armored up here. I just thought the King sucked in that cartoon. So I was like, I don't care about this guy at all. Like, he's just a loser.
You can't tell your son is He-Man.
Yeah, give me a break.
And if nothing else, he's a great Burger King toy.
He's a Burger King. Cool. I have Cobra Khan. I loved him. He worked. He was great.
I had it. Don't put Kool-Aid in it because the mechanism gets sugary and gummed up. That was exactly why, Jay, man. You could shoot Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Then all of a sudden his head would get stuck down and he didn't have a neck anymore.
Yeah.
Mom was able to put it in really, really hot water and clean it out. But I got in trouble for that. Kool-Aid in my Cobra Khan.
I think my aunt got me this one, Cobra Khan. I remember thinking he was really neat. I never had Land Shark.
I didn't either. It was so cool looking.
Yeah, Purist had all the vehicles.
Oh yeah, man.
Based in vehicles.
That was my cousins. Almost every one of them.
Land Shark is awesome.
Love it. I've got the Origins one.
Me too.
So much fun. I
the Origins one is almost the same.
It does all the stuff. The mouth opens up,
Yeah.
the guns move right. It's
Mhm.
like the most accurate to the originals.
Yeah.
That and Wind Rider. I think
Yeah.
those two are the
Oh, I've
most
got
accurate.
that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is on another one of these ones where it's like, I had this, but I lost it very quickly for some reason. I don't know what happened. Most of the vehicles I had, I remember. I don't remember what I did with this. Like, where did this go? I don't know.
Hmm.
Your cousin has all of everything from IP Star Wars from every IP from Star Wars on. You can probably retire off all of it.
My cousins could have if they hadn't give it all to their younger cousin, who then just didn't give a shit about them afterwards.
Right.
And we have no
Yeah.
idea where they all went. But this one was always kind of cool. It kind of like you like push it down and push a button and it would pop
And
back
it
up.
comes up like this
Yeah.
V shape or whatever.
It would have
like,
been
I
cool
mean-
if they'd have made it to where like either if you had pushed it down, it would go forward as it slowly came up, like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, where it just did that motion, but it moved as it did. This one was just like it popped.
Yeah, I didn't get what was the point of it. What are you laughing at, Sean? What are you laughing at, Aaron?
Well, no, I'm just looking at the. I'm jumping ahead, man.
No,
The laser power He-Man, where they
No,
put
stop
that
it.
Lundgren head on him. Anyway,
what do you don't jump ahead for? Yeah,
I got
so
the
it's-
book in front of me, so yeah.
Right. Laser light Skeletor.
Yeah, I was out by then.
I was out by this 88. This is the end.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is the end.
Somehow
Yeah.
it looks cheaper. Like I don't
Yeah.
like look at it. They've bent the legs. I wonder if they were trying to compete with Ninja Turtles. Look how squatted he looks right there.
Yeah,
Even
I don't
his
like
head
this.
and everything is scrunchier. Like
Yeah,
there's
it's like
something
they squished him a
less-
little bit.
less of them, less
Yeah,
plastic.
something's weird. I know this looks very weird.
Yeah. That doesn't feel that feels like knockoff, like you would find at a drugstore.
Yeah.
Trying
Yeah,
it's
Skeletor.
it's Skeletor or just any skeleton dude.
Yeah.
Skeletor.
Skeleturd.
Skeletor. No.
I'm sorry to anyone that this was your favorite Skeletor growing up.
Right. There's someone out there who's like, F this guy. It's like, oh, this is the best Skeletor ever.
That's fine.
Oh, there's Laser Light He-Man and the variant, with like the
Oh.
weird Dolph Lundgren head, which like just
Yeah.
looks super weird.
did not
Yeah.
like this one.
But look, he's standing straight. His legs are straight. This was again, it's weird.
Yeah.
Hard plastic, wasn't he? It was like the plastic felt different with these.
Yeah.
Like they changed something up.
Right, Skeletor.
Right.
Right, Skeletor.
Oh man.
Well, why is Skeletor doing? Why is the variant of He-Man doing the Rock's like eyebrow? It's like, what is wrong with that thing? It looks weird.
That's such a weird head.
That's a
sculpt.
super weird. That's a Rachel Zegler weird.
Like, why
Weird,
would you
weird.
even try to resculpt the head? You have it. It's right there. Just use the OG and be done. You know?
Like, what are you trying to pull here? Like,
Yeah.
it's just what we want. Normal.
That's like it got slightly melted in the mold and they
Yeah.
just went with it.
No, that's their version of a movie figure. It's the
Yeah,
Dolph
it's like,
Lundgren head.
Is that what they
Yeah.
were literally trying to do?
Yeah,
Like
they're
that?
trying to do that. Yeah.
Oh,
This
okay.
is like the argument you get when you just say, look, I just want the normal He-Man or the normal Superman, and then one of these like idiots is trying to be, well, what's the regular Superman? The goddamn Superman that you've seen 4 trillion times your entire
Yeah.
life.
At the
like-
second that picture pops up, Superman.
Yeah, right.
yeah,
The Christopher
Superman.
Reeve outfit. That's the
Yeah.
outfit I want. It's like, look, that's He-Man. I don't know what this is, but that's not him.
And it's dumb because Origins did it too. Origins gave us
Yeah.
this goofy head that
I remember.
everyone bitched about, and then they finally had to re-release that one.
Yes.
And then every other variant,
Is
is the right head.
is the real head, right.
Yeah, and it's like, why would you even try to redo it? Like, it
Right.
doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Yeah, you're right. I got the classic head, but yeah.
Yeah, I got
Yeah.
the classic head. No, but Charlie, you're right. No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, I want the normal. Well, what's the normal He-Man? What do you mean? What's the normal He-Man? If you're asking me what the normal He-Man is, you're not a He-Man fan. This
Right.
is He-Man.
I think they were trying to go, because I think what they call it is the Filmation head.
Yeah,
All
whatever.
my other ones are covered right now, but
Yeah, nobody
it's
wants
like,
that.
I want the toy. If you're making me the toys, make
Then
it
make
look
the
like
toys.
a toy.
Other than that, that was a misstep. Other than that, Origins has been pretty awesome.
Oh, Origins 100%. It's one of the
Yeah.
few I'm riding out to the end. When
Right.
you
Yeah,
know, I'm there
for
for
sure.
the final figure. There's some I'm skipping. I don't need certain ones. It's a stunt double. I like that.
You idiot! You've captured their stunt doubles. It's like the princess is like. That's probably the funniest thing in that entire movie.
Oh, dude, it's hilarious.
It's so good. That was a great part. Yeah. Okay. So he's got the light. I do like this. Like, to me, okay. So I was like, I don't remember when I thought this. Like, I'd seen Running Man at some point, and then I saw this. Like, oh my god, it's friggin' whatever. It's Jesse the Body Ventura from Captain Freedom. It's Captain Freedom. It's Captain Freedom. I was like, holy shit, it's Captain Freedom.
He came out with like the Captain Power looking armor on, you know.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
exactly what it looks like right here. This is also lazy toy design. Like, it needs to light up. Where do we hide the battery? Just fucking make it the backpack, guys. Just make it the backpack. The kids won't give a shit. You know, it's like,
that's terrible.
It's horrible because there's nothing to it. It's literally a lid holding a battery. Like, there's no cool gribbles added to it. No rhyme or reason. It is only there to light the sword up.
What they're hiding too. Take a look at the bottom panels there of He-Man standing. He's standing leaning forward because that battery pack is going to lean him backwards and make him fall. So you have to have him kind of stand like this.
Yeah, he can't stand straight up because he would just fall.
Great.
Right
So
back.
he's like an office worker now. He's got the office worker posture. That's my now I'm He-Man. I finally become He-Man. I finally become my hero.
You got the He-Man lean going.
I'm the forward leaner He-Man.
I never picked up on that, Sean, but you're 100% right.
Now with leaning forward action.
Yeah.
I have Leech, got my Leech. So his, you
cool.
can see, so he had a different kind of, you can see his is a bit different. His goes on it clips on and it comes here.
Well, they all have that. They all have the thing that goes.
They all have this thing?
They all went around their bicep to lock.
Hey, Mark.
And then it clipped. But the problem was, and if I remember right, it was next to impossible to actually get it to flick while it was on, because the suction cup would be
the suction cup prevents the shooting.
So you can never do the little flick thing. So I never put his on. Like,
me neither.
To another character, because Leech stuck to shit. That was his job. That's all he had to do.
My suction thing still works. Like I've actually like suction cupped him to my face and be like, oh, I'm being attacked. You know, like,
he used to hang from my bedroom window. It was just
awesome.
So he was always like out my window looking at the world.
Yeah, he's cool. Leech.
Man, should have gone.
Oh, Man at Arms, man, just the best.
That one of my favorites, man. One of my favorites. He had cool.
Did you ever draw a mustache on him? Or?
No, I did not.
I didn't either. And I honestly, I look at it now going, why didn't I? And why didn't they? Why didn't they give us Eternian troopers and Man at Arms? Like, there's your Eternian trooper. They all look like that. Now re-release, Man at Arms. Give it the mustache. That's all you had to do. Hell, you just sold double all of your figures.
Yeah.
We got this in flashbacks in a couple episodes of the show and in the actual Secret of the Sword movie. Just this design without the mustache.
Yeah. So, I know it's popped up before, and I think it's how it started in the mini comics, and then it's fine, but Duncan has to have a mustache.
I still have my childhood Man at Arms without any of the armor.
I have the chest, and I think I have the mace, but I don't have the arm and leg piece. It was just always cool that it was only on one side.
I like that too.
It was I lead with this side, I swing the mace with the other. So it felt medieval. It was really cool.
Man at Arms 2000X is one of the best ever designed. Like and like in the cartoon, the idea that like it sort of does like the Batmobile in '89, where like how like it's like it extends around.
He was tech. They teched him up in that. Yeah. And it just worked, but man, he was just large. Like when you got into the snake attack ones, You know, when they gave him like the claw and stuff for the Snake Men battles, so much cooler.
I'm going to answer this in a second, but so guys, I've been putting links up. So this is being multi-streamed from Sean's channel and mine. So if you're not subscribed to me, please consider subscribing to me. If you're not subscribed to Sean, please consider subscribing to Sean. Check out Charlie's podcast, which I've been putting links up to as well. Mark D with a C and Star Wars Marvel Purist are both friends of the channel. Their links are in all my videos, but I've also put their links as well. Star Wars Marvel Purist. I wonder what he talks about. Easy. Mark D is a big time geek channel, so guys, make sure he's an original Clobby OT, original. I was gonna say OT original trilogy. I've been watching too much Star Wars. He's an original Clobberin times, like from day one buddy who was with him there from day one to the end, and he's got a great channel, so make sure you're subscribed. Okay, I mean, I don't even need to answer this, but I will answer it. Look, Masters of the Universe is a 10 out of 10. I get actually emotional watching it. I still do. And I don't get emotional at sad parts. I get emotional at happy parts. So I don't, when things that happen sad in movies, I don't actually care. I get pumped up for the big moments. 86 Transformers, you got the touch. And he's like, Rise, Rodimus, Promise. Like, that's it. Goosebumps right now while I'm talking.
Immediate.
And the entire, when He-Man is captured, and she's like, He-Man, no. And he's like, it's our fight, Tila. I don't want innocent people to die. That's the fucking best. And then when he's whipping him and he's like, I'll never kneel to you. That is the best. And when he goes, where are they? Where are your friends now? Tell me about the lowliness of good, He-Man. Is it equal to the lowliness of evil, huh? And then the friends show up. That's the fucking best too. And then he's like, you promised not to hurt them. He's like, I lied. And you're like, oh, I'm like He-Man. Just, like that entire, the last half an hour is the friggin' best. And the first hour and a half before that's the best. It's all awesome. I know it's on Earth and we can talk and we can space system it if you want to and try to nitpick the shit out of it. It's not going to happen because I love it too much. Yeah. I did not see it in the theater as a punishment. Mm. And I've never in my entire life had a punishment. My grandfather would sometimes use corporal punishment, but not a punishment like the way you use them now, where you deny something.
Right.
I've never been denied anything. Only once my mom's, I can't remember exactly. I stole stuff, right? Like knowingly, this was not good. Right, she's like, you're not going to He-Man. I was like, no. She's like, you're not going. And she's like, I'm not taking you. And I can't believe it. I never saw it in the theater, man. I saw The Secret of Source, I saw Transformers. I never saw this in the theater, this movie in the theater as a punish. And it for sure worked. Cold turkey. I'm like, I'm never doing any bullshit again, like ever. And like, because I was sort of heading down maybe not a great path, not like super, like it wasn't anything crazy, but I had a couple of friends who were kind of like, bad influences, I suppose. Right. And I was like, okay, I'm never doing anything bad ever. And literally from that day, I never did. So that one punishment killed me. But when I saw this on VHS, I had it on VHS. I watched it a million times, and I did not know. One day I left it playing, and Skeletor came back at the end, and I was like, what? Yeah. Skeletor comes back at the end. Credits. I did not know it. Yeah. Crazy credits. It was called Crazy Credits. Like back in the day, nobody stayed for the credits, and I was like, I can't believe Skeletor. He's like, I'll be back. I was like, what? My mind was like blown. I'm like, I love the movie. Skeletor looks awesome. I didn't know that it was the New Gods or whatever. I didn't know any of that. I didn't know Mobius doing the design work. I didn't know any of these things that we know now as He-Man people. Oh, I know all of this shit. Oh, we can't have Orko. Even as a kid, and I think Sean said this, even as a kid, I realized like they can't make Orko in this thing. Right. I like Wildor. I love Man-at-Arms. I'm going to write that. I'm going to write that paper on Man-at-Arms. I'm going to do a video on Man-at-Arms. Is one of the most unsung heroes of that movie. I love Frank Langella. I think Dolph Lundgren's the best. I have his autograph. When they said Dolph Lundgren's doing autographs, personalizations through the virtual, this is during COVID. He was doing virtual cons, so you could do video chats, and so they did video chats for like, it was like $100 a minute or something crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that. But they had a thing where you could send it to him, and he'll send you his autograph personalized. I got He-Man. Punisher's one of my favorite movies. Dolph Lundgren, everything he's in. Drago is one of my best characters. I love Red Scorpion. I love everything with Dolph Lundgren. I'm like, oh, He-Man. Like, there's no question. He's He-Man. Charlie, what's your what's your rating of this movie?
I don't know. It's fucking 10, guys.
It's 10. Like it's not even.
There is no go if you do check out my podcast. First one you should listen to is my Masters.
Yes, you should listen to that one.
It's probably still one of my favorites. You'll understand why we're even doing what we're doing right now. Yeah. It is the damn best. And I will tag on with J-Man that even in Through the Palace, that they waited to the perfect point for him to scream, I have the power. So and awesome. That I could watch that on repeat for the rest of my life and I would be totally fine.
Crush you out of existence and all that. It's like, he goes, let's fight. He's like, yes, let this be our final battle.
So good. So
and then they go, and like everything, like, and Skeletor
goes black.
Cool. Yeah. Oh, I know. And again, now we know.
We know why.
Money, they came and shot it. And we know, and it was supposed to be this long sword fight that they all practiced. We know all of this stuff, but it doesn't matter. I still thought it was awesome. And when he became Gold Skeletor is one of my top best designs of any character. Like there's a few I like Kane from RoboCop 2.
Kane is so good.
Like there's certain designs, the Terminators, both Terminators, like T-1000 and the normal Terminator 1-800 or whatever the fuck it's called, or 800. T-800. Again, some of these are some of the best designs in cinema. Darth Vader might be the number one. Best designed character. Boba Fett for me is up there. All these designs and literally Skeletor and the Gold comes out of nowhere. Predator. Of course, Predator. Predator. Until this latest movie, and Alien, the regular Alien and the Queen Alien, all of that stuff look good. Sean, what's your rating on?
Well, it's always been 10. Like I saw it in the theater too, and I thought like the music was awesome back when everything was trying to be like as awesome as a John Williams score and everything. I look, I was disappointed at first that it wasn't like the cartoon and all that stuff. And I remember one sticking point for me is like they're not vegetarians on Eternia. For whatever reason, I was like, why is that the thing that she's freaking out about? But no, as an action adventure, it super works. Like it all gels together way better than most other movies of the time. It's a well put together action adventure movie, and like all the guys like Duncan is awesome. Like yes, he doesn't have the armor and all that stuff,
but he does have he has it is the armor if you look very closely.
It kind of looks like it's got the grills and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's there, but not prominent, and it's not color, like we're used to.
Yeah, and Frank Langella always said that was his favorite role. Was Skeletor. Yeah. And that man was in freaking Godfather. So I don't know, man. Like, it's awesome. It's like, and movies have aped it since. I mean, that first Thor movie is basically, it has shades of Masters of the Universe.
It is Masters of the Universe. We saw this guy's like, hey, this is Masters of the Universe. What is this? It's like a big, huge blonde muscle guy. I'm like, oh my god, this is Masters of the Universe.
Sean, you know why that they couldn't eat those creatures? Because over on Eternia, you didn't know if they were sentient, they were magical, or anything like that. You had to be careful what animals you ate on Eternia.
Yeah.
They don't want to eat like.
Well, that's true. Gwildor thinks the cow is a person.
Right? Right.
Yeah.
No. Okay, so remember when they thought movies through?
Yeah.
Right.
They thought
everything had a purpose. They weren't just doing something to throw it on the film. They thought it out.
Yeah.
They saw a creature that we think it's food, but we see every day. They've never seen this thing. Gwildor going up to the cow, going moo. It just as a kid, it's the greatest thing ever.
No, but you're right. There's so many sentient animals on Eternia. So
you don't know if you're eating a race of something. I'm sure they had livestock. I'm sure meat was not something that was unheard of.
Right.
But, because if I remember right, who knows what that fucking cook was making in the film? They're stirring something, making a cake.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So yes, we all love the movie.
We're never going to get through this book if we talk about.
We're never going to. And my wife likes the movie too. We've watched it a couple times, and she really liked. She's like, I really like this movie. I was like, yeah, no, it's good. It's got good values and messages, and it's a cool movie, and it's got good action. And it has the discs from Fourth World, which is cool too. Okay, Manny Faces. This is Steven's favorite character. The new Manny Faces from the CGI Netflix cartoon switches his face this way.
Oh, so
It goes down, so it rotates this way.
The knobs
Pretty
are
neat. The
side.
knobs are on the side, so you can turn them that way. This is this way, but I love this. I have this, of course. He's great.
Yep. I never got the one that had the brown weapons. That was like some kind of weird variant.
I've never seen
You got
that.
the
Yeah.
extra weapon packs. This is one of the few I got in the Revelations redo that it wasn't the Revelations one, but they started releasing that line as more of a classic character.
Yeah.
I got the Manny Faces, and what I love that they did that I wish they'd have done with this one, his gun fits onto the knob at the top, so you have a better thing to grip.
Oh, that's cool.
He comes with a case like Destro wasn't Destro, like Zartan had the extra masks. He comes with extra faces.
Yes.
Case. And
Yes.
So cool. But I've always loved Manny Faces, man.
It'd be neat if they,
my favorite.
Yeah, it would have been neat if they could somehow incorporate his chest so his chest would change with it, just to give a bit of an extra. So it's like, like that's his normal thing, and then like maybe the chest was opened up, and then when you turn the head,
what
the
it would
inside,
be like, it would be green with the monster,
or something like
that. Would have been really cool because you could have just done a cylinder.
Yeah, a cylinder through the.
Because you get Roboto later.
He's awesome.
Love Roboto. And they did a lot of the stuff internal. Manny Face is still early. That's 80.
Oh yeah, it's early. Yeah, 83.
Yeah,
he's awesome.
And he could be good. He could be evil. He could be controlled either way. I loved the expanded playability that they added to even build up on your imagination. Manny Faces is a classic. I love him.
I also have Mantenna. Had him as a kid too. He's great. His fused together legs.
I understood that growing up. Like I was like, okay, he would be like wide out.
Yeah, he'd be too weird.
Yeah. Which I think they've done the Filmation version, which his legs are separated. But the Origins, they're still molded, but they actually spread them out further like the cartoon.
No, so it's a little bit.
Yeah, but the bug eye thing was cool.
I had this, and again, this is one of these weird ones where I had it. I don't know what the hell I did with it. Hordax Mantis.
I think he's a cool steed for Hordak.
Yeah, I like that it went the insect route. Like the Fright Flyer, and doing the Mantisaur. It added that creepiness to Hordak. Yeah.
Sectars is 86 as well, so
it's like,
you could see it.
I can't imagine Sectars was that big of a challenge to He-Man.
No, I guess they saw it and they said, "Oh shit, this might kick our ass." And then but
kids love bugs. Give me bugs.
I do like bugs. I don't like bugs on me or in my house, but I do like them as cool looking things. Another one of these G.I. Joe add-on packs. Like, what is this? Like,
and that's literally just giving you a weapon. Like, that's not even something that was a vehicle. This is like mega laser. I don't even think.
Does it do something? Does it have a latch or something? Or
attachment mount to the shoulder, include armored large mega blaster. So it looks like it maybe fires this thing out. See the little mechanism.
It does this. It oscillates the barrel. G.I. Joe had one that did this.
Right.
That was a Gatling gun. You wound it up on the back, and the guns would just like that.
Yeah, it's what do you call that? Starcom did that all the time.
Yeah, Starcom had them.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't even like shoot a spring-loaded thing. Yeah,
I think that would be a thing.
Now, this I only have in the classics line. I don't have this from.
I never even saw these in stores. So.
I never even saw this was a thing.
Yeah.
I had a classics one in a banged up box. Sold it like last year and still got like $50 out of the banged up box of the classics. I never understood these. Like I really like the other guy that we get. I don't even remember his name. He come with a scoop for scooping up He-Man or bad
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
These look like
Yeah.
you took it from a whole nother line and
Yeah.
went, "You're He-Man now."
Right.
Like I could see this fighting Godzilla, like the 1970s.
Yeah. Yeah, the like I don't know if you can see it. That one right there, who's poking out.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
missile launching fist.
Yeah, that's the one right there. Yeah.
That's or like the Sasquatch toy that came out. The Bigfoot.
Yeah.
This is Mark. This is the TV version of She-Hulk.
Yeah,
That's the TV She-Hulk.
it's a European knockoff version of it.
I love Mechanic.
I like Mechanic.
He's awesome as hell. Yeah.
It was a good way to keep using the punch function, but give it something else to do.
Yeah, and he
Twist
also
it,
like
making the neck come up. Yeah, I like that.
the Merman, one of my favorites.
It's an OG.
I did not have him as a kid. I could not find him. I ended up getting him. Vic did not give this to me. Who gave this to me? Someone eventually gave it to me way later in the game, like when I wasn't playing with it.
I still have all of his. I still have the corn cob sword to this day.
Yeah.
It'll still be a corn cob sword, and I've got his armor.
With a corn cob sword in it,
and 2 eyes, man. Cool.
you gotta change it. You can't just change the one thing. God, Sean, you're not a you're not a Weird Al aficionado. You need to change all of the lines.
That's all I can do in short notice.
Come on, we demand more. There's 5 people watching from your channel. They demand more, Sean. They demand
all
more.
5 of them, yeah.
Disappointed all 5 of them with that. Modulok,
Didn't
who
get
I had
this.
as a kid. I did have Modulok.
He was cool. I've got mine sitting in my box of loot with BBTS for the Origins.
Yeah, J-Man, you have the boxed sample of this, like
I
a
do.
sealed one or something, right?
I have a sealed one of this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
The vintage sealed one.
Yes, vintage. Yeah.
I have the vintage sealed one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know what that's just like. That's like when I first started going to these conventions. Like, oh, this is cool.
I was there when you bought it. I can't remember when it was, but
well, it's like
you
20
made a
years
deal
ago
on
or
that
something.
one. Yeah, that guy didn't really know what he had, so.
Yeah, I think I bought it for like in your money, Charlie, like $50 or something.
There was a point that the bottom kind of dropped out of, like the vintage toy thing. So there was a moment in the 2000s you could have picked up all of these for a song, even sealed.
Yeah.
Monster.
I never had
got
this.
the
Sean
Mega
likes this.
I got the Mega Bloks version sitting over on my
yeah, it's
console
cool.
over there.
Nice.
They made everything Mega Bloks, man. Yeah.
They damn near did. I still can't quite pull the trigger on Snake Mountain and Castle Grayskull. They're like 200 plus each.
Yeah.
To get those, but they're so
They do look neat though.
Oh, they're awesome.
And they're more to scale, right? Because the guys are smaller.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The monsters in the cartoon were nothing like this. They were just big transformers. Yeah, this thing is like a crab robot thing or something.
The artwork makes it look evil. Like it is so cool in that artwork.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like how it has Cyclone. So you had 2 spinning characters.
Yeah.
Hey, remember in that one boxer for He-Man where it looked garbage? No. Like it's like this is why I'm tired of all. It's like, oh yeah, just wait. Like remember when the first 17 episodes of He-Man were trash and then it got good. Like I don't understand people's mentality. As you just guys said, every toy, even if it's a lame toy later, you think, oh, that wasn't that good. But you're looking at this, you're like, holy shit, this looks friggin' awesome. Everything looked awesome. It's like, and then you could tell as a kid, you're like, okay, 87, it's like, okay, they're running short of ideas now. They're just doing whatever, right? 88, it's like, this is kind of a dead toy line. But like up until then, it's like everything looked awesome. Like this is what I don't understand why we're looking at stuff and it's not awesome. Like even if you're looking at a toy line or a show or promos for stuff, it's like you watch any of these old things, like, well, they look pretty. This all looks good, even if the movie isn't good. Like I can't remember what trailer I just watched the other day for whatever movie. Like this movie's trash, but this trailer is pretty goddamn cool looking. Like it's like they can't make anything look good. It's like, Purist mentioned The Predator. The Predator looks like garbage. Why does the Predator from the first movie look 400 times better than the one that just came out now?
how do you fuck that up? Like, I don't understand it. We're gonna get up, but I'm looking at like at my wall of origins, and I'm going, yeah, which one is the weakest? And I'm sitting here going, I can't pick.
They all
Like,
look cool.
there's
Yeah.
not a weak one. There's not. Like, look, I was a kid that when I got GI Joe, somebody got me Crystal Ball. I fucking love Crystal Ball.
Yeah,
Like,
so did I.
on that guy. I'm like, this
I thought
guy's
he was-
awesome.
Yeah, I
Why
thought
are
it was
we
awesome
shitting on
too.
Crystal Ball? Because he didn't come with a gun? Shut up.
Yeah,
That's funny. I
Raptor,
thought
he
so
was like
too.
dressed as a bird or whatever.
Oh
He
my
looks like-
God. That's like my favorite guy. I still
Yeah.
have all of his cool accessories.
Yeah,
I thought
Raptor.
that
Wasn't
guy
that who
was
that was? Yeah,
awesome.
Raptor was cool. Look, freaking Crystal Ball eventually became Raja Ghul. Okay, when I would
Yeah.
play and do all that
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
because I'd have my
You're right.
superpowers Batman, and
Yeah.
fucking Crystal Ball would be Raja Ghul. 'Cause I'm like,
That's right. What about? Oh man, Mosquito. Oh man,
I
he's
never got this, but
he's-
this was my grail
right.
as a kid. I wanted this pumping blood figure that you push this little button and blood would just
Like,
bubble.
Ooze around.
bubble up or whatever. I'm gonna grab a couple of things. Hold on. You guys can keep talking. I can
No,
keep going.
this was like, I don't even have this one OG still because it's one I want that the blood hasn't like dehydrated.
I was gonna
And-
say, aren't they all dried up now? Or?
Most of them are, and it's rare to find one. There's also, I don't know if it says it when we scroll down, but there's a variant with black liquid. So it looks like
Okay.
he has black blood in him.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
So
That was one of the first origin, like deluxe ones. I was like, I'm fucking getting it. I don't care
Mhm.
how much it costs. I'm getting Mosquito.
this is the only. So Sean hates Funkos, but this is the only one that looks like the actual thing.
I have that one.
Yeah.
He is so cool.
Because normally you do those shitty looking the like the dead
The black
eyes or whatever,
ball
but like this is actually is this. It is
Yeah.
the actual thing.
It's just
Be-
missing the pupil swipe, which is
There's
fine.
a
Don't
pupil,
fuck
yeah.
with that in.
And then I wanted to show you guys just so because I can grab it easier than Charlie. There's
Yeah, my-
awful.
Oh, God, I love my clawful. Look how massive the claw. It looks dangerous.
Like here's a here's a superpower.
It's just
Oh, actually, here's original. So he would have been in scale to this.
Yeah.
God,
like-
so awesome.
This is crazy, eh? Like,
I love
holy
it.
crap.
I
Okay,
love
he is
that.
just like so awesome.
One of
I'll
my-
put him
one
over
of
here
my
for-
favorite. I got those from a guy because got tired of carrying them because they were notorious for the weight. If you hung it, would pull the bubble off and they would fall. So he
Oh.
was like, I'm tired of carrying these things. I got them for like $20 a pop. And I'm like,
Right.
yes, done. I will take
Wow.
it.
I've got my Moss Man, and he smells like pine or whatever. He was the best.
Awesome, man. God,
I've got
he's
the flocked ears Moss Man, the first run of the classics where they messed up the ears,
yeah.
and I've got one of those. And I don't know how much
Nice.
those are going for, but man, oh man, I love Moss Man. He's such a great character. He was very he was prickly. Like you had to be careful.
Oh
of-
yeah. He would poke it. We just did the Return of Swamp thing that comes out next week. We were talking about I would have my and I have it here because we were doing it, my glow in the dark Swamp Thing and Moss Man fight all the time. Like
Yeah.
they're swamp characters. They're awesome, man. They were cool.
Yeah.
I have the Return of the Swamp Thing original poster, the original one sheet, which is the drawn versions, not the real life people,
Yeah,
where
not
they
yeah.
like the actual art of it. It's behind, I think it's behind Alan Quatermain, which I had swapped, but also Swamp Thing. I have almost every toy that came up for Swamp Thing. You're not going to be able to see it because I ran out of room. I
tried to send
mixed.
you- so you didn't want it. You
What's
want
that?
me to- you didn't want me to send you the Origins one. I had it in my hand for you.
Oh yeah, no. It's fine. It's fine. I got to draw the line.
I had it in my hand. I was like,
The,
hey, man,
the line must be drawn here, no
go
further.
further.
This is the so I had to mix up Green Arrow and stuff, but I've got it's hard to tell, but they're all the Swamp Thing toys are behind there. Like, I don't have Arcane, but I have almost everybody else. I'm only missing like one or two characters. But yeah, Moss Man is great.
I love Moss Man.
Never had multi-bot.
I get why they did this because of Modulock and you needed
Right.
the robot version, but I never knew anyone that had this. I never saw it. Like I didn't
Yeah.
even know what this character was till I was way later when I was recollecting.
I would have gotten it had I, and like, look at this monstrosity down here.
That's just nuts. That's human centipede before human centipede stuff. This is one of the few that I think if they do an Origins, I don't know if I'll pull the trigger on Multibot. I don't know what you're walking into on that one.
Not the human son. Knights. I never had this. To even as a kid, I was like, no, I don't believe this one. Like to me, like Jits or Fisto and Strider just looked like a cool pairing.
Yeah.
This was like, who goes with this? Like, I didn't.
Ninja, right?
Well, they put Skeletor in the artwork.
Well,
so
Yeah, but it shouldn't be Skeletor. So I didn't understand who this was. Like weird branding. I didn't get who went with this.
This was Classic Toys, though. Repaint that and
Right,
make it bad.
Yeah.
The only difference is his head armor. He doesn't get the separate piece that comes off like Stridor did.
Right.
Everything else is identical except it's just done in different colors.
Yeah, I like the Strider colors better. There's Ninjor.
Dude, they're classic, man. I love them. Ninjor. I never got him.
Me neither.
I guarantee if I had, he would have been with my Chuck Norrises. He looks like the Black Ninja with the Ninja Commandos.
Yeah.
That's exact. And they just put freaking Jitsu's head, it looks like, on it. Put a mask on him. Now no one will know who he is.
Ninjor, you're just Jitsu. No, I'm not. It's like, I think
the mask is cloth goods then. That's cool.
It's cloth.
Yeah, it was I think the cloth went even over his torso. Like all of that was cloth.
Yeah, that whole thing goes together. This is all cloth.
Yeah. That's cool.
Oh dear.
No, another one.
Or bear.
God, terrible. Oh, Oracle, I've got him. I love when you remove his helmet. And I don't know why, as a kid, I thought, I'll remove his hat and see what he looks like. It's like, but there's nothing there. It's like,
why couldn't you do that with Buzz Off? I'm just saying, you did it with Orko. Buzz Off.
Right.
Antenna.
Kenny, thank you.
I always liked the magic trick that came with this. Like, I would just sit there and play with that thing for hours.
Yeah.
I lost my ripcord super early. And I know I said it on our, She-Ra thing. I'm not a huge fan of Orko. I'm one of those take it or I didn't even buy his origin. I had it in my hand and went,
right.
And I hung him back up.
I had Panther.
Yep, me too.
I love that they flocked him. I love that they said him. They made him even that much more separate from Battle Cat.
Yeah, he is awesome. So wait, is this every toy line, Sean? Because we're only on page 92.
Yeah, it's all of them. It's after this is She-Ra. After that is New Adventures. After that is the.
Okay. Well, that makes more sense because I feel like we're flying. We're in the P's already.
Yeah. So we could do if we could do next week to continue it because it's in 2 PDFs anyways. So I'm okay to do it. We'll just the guys can just
talk about any line. It's all the characters we know. Point Dread was so cool. My cousins had this one. It was attached. I always wanted to play with it because it had the trigger on the back, so you could act like you're flying.
Yeah.
This one made more sense than the later ones where they made a base that was either tracks or a vehicle. This one had a perch. It had a purpose to it. It fit on Castle Grayskull.
Yeah, that's cool.
I had the record, the Point Dread. Yeah.
There it is right there.
Yeah, that's it. I always wanted this one.
Yeah, this is awesome. Oh, I have Prince Adam with I don't know why his sword is pink or whatever. It's weird.
I don't know. But making this character made sense for the cartoon.
Yeah.
You needed the transformation.
Yeah.
Pink sword makes no sense. Yeah. And I feel bad because Origins had such little faith with people buying this character that they put him with the sled. You had to get that as a 2-pack in order.
Yeah, I got the Origins version.
Yeah. I actually ended up with 2 Prince Adams because I wanted to make the evil version of the sled and the good version of the sled. It came with both.
Yeah.
So I've got 2 Ram Mans.
Yeah.
I've got my OG Ram Man. Still kind of works. He gets stuck every once in a while.
Yeah,
but the trigger does work. That's probably one of the most played with OGs. Like it was always, I
Right.
want to be Ram Man and just
Yeah.
knocking shit down whatever I stacked up.
It looked great with that big axe. So yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. One of
And,
the
and the new versions of this guy are absolutely crazy.
oh dude, it's
Like
insane.
some of these new ones are friggin' insane. I had Rattler. This was taken away from me in school because someone said it squirted water at them, which is a lie. And the teacher took it away from me, so I snuck after class and grabbed them back. And I still have them to this day. That Rattler.
Nice. It's like, you lying bitch. It doesn't spit anything. That's this one about Cobra Khan.
Yeah, I did have Cobra Khan and Tongue Lasher. I had all. I like snake people. I think that's
The
right.
snake ones were really cool.
Yeah, like my first film would be Skeletor. My second film would be She-Ra teaming up to fight Hordak. My third film would be Snake Men.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be the trilogy for the He-Man series. That's not what they're going to do in this movie, I'm sure, but that's what I would do if I was doing it.
No, we're not. I mean, maybe drop us a teaser or something about the Snake Man would be fine, but
He was awesome. He had the tail. He had a lot of stuff. He rattled. He had a tail that was separate, and so he had the whiplash tail. He rattled, and the head popped out, and the button was hidden. Right, the button was hidden, so it didn't feel like, oh, it's like a button sticking out of him for no reason.
I'm pretty sure on the Origins you have to pull the head or you have to swap the head. I can't see behind him
maybe
what his accessories were,
or
they just eliminated that. They might have eliminated that option. Shut up, Rhino Orb. No one wants to play with you. God.
Look, it's a little turd,
little gray nothing.
Okay.
There's the man.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
I know they did Brave Star, but Rio Blast should have been like the next series, like
yes,
Western sci-fi.
Yeah.
Give him his own bad guy. This guy is one of my all-time favorites.
I agree. Charlie, let's you and I. Well, that's the three of us. Let's do a Rio Blast series. And look, I'm sure we can get. Nobody cares about Rio Blast. I'm telling you, there's certain characters here. This guy needs his own thing. Like we could easily do it. Like this would have been an amazing toy line to have and have like a lot of hookups. Kids like to put shit on and build stuff together. I've watched now my nephew play, and he loves stuff where it's like you're making like a pumped up guy. Like I like that each thing. It's like you could be like, oh, I shot you, but another shot and another one and another one and another one. And now I've got this backpack that comes around as well. You're like, whoa, this guy's crazy. Like all this stuff. He's the best.
It's one of those. I got my Origins a few months ago, and this is what I like whenever you would get them directly from them. They did the package you could open. Lights out the back. I immediately opened him up, and it feels like I'm playing with the original, but with a bit more articulation, and put him back in. This was one I played with constantly. If I played He-Man, Rio Blast was out.
Yeah,
it was just one of my favorites.
Yeah, he is awesome. All right, take it easy. Thanks, Purist. Make sure you guys are subscribed to Purist. Road Ripper. This is another one of these ones where I think my friend gave it to me, but then I lost it. With the seatbelt. I like how there's 3 prongs, so like you can put a fatter guy in it,
or like you could go skinnier or anything. Yeah. This was a huge misfire from Origins. They did not make it ripcord powered.
Yeah,
and it was the only way to get Mechanic. So they forced you. It wasn't everyone would have bought Mechanic. Oh, they put it with Road Ripper to force you to buy Road Ripper. Right. But it's like you're telling me you guys couldn't figure out how to ripcord the 2 back tires.
Yeah, that's fake.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. I'm not going to push my Road Ripper across the floor. I want bang, and it goes.
Well, it's a cheap mechanism. It's like they used to make rack toys like this, so I don't know what their problem was.
You could have even just geared the axle. You didn't even need the wind-up part. You could have just put that in there, geared the axle, zipped it, and it would have went far enough. But they made it solid and then made it where the only way to get Mechanic was to buy Road Ripper.
Yeah. All right, Road Ripper. Oh, I have my Roboto. Oh my god, it's so awesome.
This was a good one. This
Yeah, the
I
gears
wonder
and everything.
what came first, Bat or Roboto? Because the exchangeable weapons on the hand, like I
Yeah.
feel like Roboto came first, and GI Joe went, "We need a robot," and
Yeah,
we
I don't
need.
know.
I think they're around the same year, 85.
It's very possible.
No, you know what? I think Roboto came first because uh, this is season Bats are season 2.
That would have been
And
like
that's how
86, 87 for Bats, because that would be around the time of Sergeant Slaughter too, right? When they
right.
added
Yeah,
him.
that's the same episode they're introduced. So
Yeah, because that's
Yes.
everyone that got Sergeant Slaughter needed bats to punch.
yeah.
But it came with the gun, the claw, the
I had the bat
flamethrower.
too. I also
Yeah.
have my bat from being a kid. That was a great toy.
Yeah, it has a little backpack with all the things. Yeah.
I
got
like that.
anniversary, but I got the black one. It was just
Oh.
so much cooler. I've got it up.
Oh
on
my god. Yeah. That is
Um,
awesome.
But dude, and to move his chest and his mouth opened up and down, and the
Yeah.
gears all moved. This was 1985, and we're making toys like this.
Yeah, so
Like, this
neat.
is amazing.
I like the 2000X making him the computer, like Eternian computer. That was a cool idea. Damn. Yeah, I mean, like, I have Rock On as well. My friend Andy gave me this one. We were at an ice rink, and he's like, "Do you have Rock On?" I was like, "No, I don't." He's like, "Well, I'll give you." He gave me his Mechanic, and he gave me his Rock On, and he also bought me. I still have his Mechanic that he gave me. My friend Andy, who knows where that guy is, he gave me Rock On, Mechanic, and he bought me Superpowers Robin, which I still have all 3 of those things. Andy, his name was Andy Park. Andy Park, if you somehow find this, it's me, and I still have those toys that you gave me. If you give me something, it's never going away. I will never get rid of this stuff. I love Robin. Sean bought me a Robin omnibus thing, which I showed on my video.
Yeah.
Obviously Mechanic was great, and yeah, so I still have those 3 things. It's like, it's crazy to think that like any of us who have saved stuff like from that time, I have it right now in the closet. Like I can go get it. It's that crazy. That's crazy. I want my toys back. Yeah,
100%, man. I mean, and I'm sure I've lost so many, but
I've lost
like my He-Mans were never going to leave me.
Yeah.
You know, certain ones like that. I gave my little cousin my Ninja Turtles, but I got a lot of them back. GI Joes were traded. I did a bad trade, but I got my buddy's He-Man. So I have all his He-Man collection, and he still has all my GI Joes. But Rock On was awesome. I love that the weapon could be stowed inside of him on his chest.
Yeah,
so
that's
when he
neat.
was into rock mode, you wouldn't lose the gun, and then it snapped in. So he didn't have hands. I mean, he had hands, but they weren't functional.
Right.
This one was cool. I never. This was another one. Mom and Dad didn't believe Stone Dar was a different character.
Yeah, I don't have Stone Dar, but
and Stone Dar's a totally different mold. Like that was unheard of for them to have a rock person. And they're like, well, let's just make a whole new mold instead of just repainting this one the tannish color.
Yeah. I made Stone. I think I made a Rock On. I make these little paper crafts character. Oh yeah, you've seen them, Charlie.
Yeah, I saw yours. I think you did Rock On.
I did. I've done Rock. I was just like so right, and then I made it as a rock. It's like which is just nothing.
It's just a square.
Just a square. But like yeah, he's neat. And yeah, I mean like I don't know, his ass is sticking up. It's like his butt is sticking up when he's a rock.
Yeah.
I never had. Oh, the classics Stone Dar and Rock On are effing amazing.
They did them right. They made them like they have personality in the classics ones.
Yeah,
I like them a lot.
I don't have I never had any of these characters.
I never saw these. I didn't know what they were. This was like late 2000s before I ever even saw a picture. And people were like, "These are He-Man." I'm like, "Bullshit, they're He-Man."
Yeah,
what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, where were these? Like, I know it's 87. This is end of the run type stuff, but who thought this up? Who are you competing with? No,
I don't know. Sean, any thoughts on that?
No, I mean Beyblades is way later, so I have no clue what they're trying to. Yeah, they just tops are a thing. Let's make a guy a top. let's make two guys a top because that's what we do, right?
No,
So,
Maybe they were
each other.
competing with.
yeah.
Usually related to Weeby.
Related to the Weeble Wobbles. The
Weebles.
and
Oh yeah, Weeble. Yeah.
You don't give up.
I
Man.
never, and to this day, no interest. Even if they redid them, no interest.
Yeah. Well, they did them better in the classics because they made the bottom half so it was a full figure and he can pull apart.
Oh, well, that makes way more sense.
Yeah, they look much cooler with as actual real as like proper figures, not half a figure. Roton is awesome.
I'm surprised I never got this. This is
I
like
don't
their
have this.
mid vehicle size. I don't know
Yeah.
why I never got it. I have the Origins one, and I don't know why they put a big ass cage, but thank God you can take it off of the Origins one. It's like a roll cage.
Oh yeah, it's mimicking an early catalog design.
That's what it is.
Or something like that. I think either that
Concept
or
art or something like that.
It was, it was oh, I know what it was. There was a model kit that featured the cage for it. That's what it was.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I immediately went, no. And I just kept it.
Because it looks weird, right?
It does not fit it at all. Like, why do I need a roll cage? I have to take that off to get my guy out.
Yeah. I think the problem is that they try to do these cool things, and He-Man has this. Well, look, Sarat is awesome. They do these things, and it's like I understand that was what the intent was, and I understand that that's kind of a neat concept, but that's not what we got. So I want the thing that we got. Having it an option to say you can add this on if you want it, that's cool.
That's fine. If you want to give us options, I'm okay with that. I mean, that's why I went. It's gone. Sorry,
never had this.
One of the most irritating characters to have now, because that is made out of the gold plastic that crumbles. And the sparking action of every kid that owned hold on, where's that? I knew I had it. Every kid that owned a sparking it doesn't spark for long.
Fire card.
And that one died all the time. But now if you find one and you're going to pay the stupid money they're asking, you can't fucking touch it. You better have it in its own bubble or on card because it will crumble. It is shitty plastic.
What happened to Mattel? Because the entire Brainstar line is that. And that came out around the time of Sarat, like 87.
It was whoever they were sourcing their plastic from.
Yeah. Just shitty.
There's a lot of plastic doesn't have any kind of UV protection, so you get that sun damage, discoloration in a lot of them. I think a lot of it had to do with EPA, so it's like we can't have as much as this certain chemical that made it bulletproof. Now it's less and less and less. And it's like the G.I. Joe vehicles, the Reds. I had a stun. And now if you see one, they will almost crumble in your fingertips.
Yeah.
And powder.
The opposite of that is I was telling J-Man today, I found my childhood, I don't know if I still have it here, but I found my childhood G.I. Joe Jeep, I think the Vamp it was called. And it's from 82, 83. And that thing is rock ass solid. It survived. And I had lots of weight put on it over the years and stuff. And it's like thin plastic around around the driver's seat and everything. That's never shattered.
The roll bar, everything.
Solid.
My Stinger, the Cobra version of the Vamp, the Stinger is the exact same way. It was built better with earlier plastics. And then there was this time in the late 80s, early 90s, the plastic just is shit. And now it's kind of happening again on some newer toy lines that some stuff was destroying. There's I forget what toy line. Oh, it was the He-Man wrestler combo.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I forgot what character it was. I think it was the dog, the junkyard dog. His collar disintegrated in the packages within a few months of being released.
Really?
Just falling apart inside of it because the plastic was such shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, here's the big one. Never had this one. The big one.
I never had this one either. This
There we
was
go.
found my Origins hanging on the peg. This one was sought after in Origins. Everybody wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
But
I bought 4 of them in classics and I sold one, and they're like $700, $800, $900, and I've got 2 in the package still and 1 loose.
This is price. Hell, to get a OG Scareglow in
Oh,
package, it's insane.
It's insane.
I've seen people find them like in yard sales and stuff, and they'll immediately go home and see if they can get it to glow. They'll charge it up outside for a while.
Yeah.
It's so awesome. That's right. Micronauts had a real bad batch, and they pretty much disintegrated. I don't know if those did it in the package, but if anybody took it out, it just like powdered.
That's crazy.
It's insane how we're 2025 and we still can't figure out plastic.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I would figure there's testing standards to see if how durable they are.
Like I can
because it's a danger to a child if it can crumble into pieces you can put in your
eat
mouth.
it.
I can understand if something goes bad after 20 years. No one can test that. But some of the stuff died immediately. I never got the birds. That was
me neither.
That we never got. I liked them though because they had that real floppy plastic for the wing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I never got that or Zord. There's the scuba.
Yeah, like this is nonsense.
Look how stupid this looks.
That picture is kind of cool though.
Yeah, picture is the goddamn best.
Artwork is amazing, but he looks like fucking Scuba Steve walking around.
Yeah, and like he's got merman. Like I feel like Skeletor would never. They shouldn't have used Skeletor to promote this because he would never, as a character, go and do this.
Yeah,
like,
I'm ready for a swim now. Yeah,
you could have put Stinkor in this.
Yeah,
you could have
something.
Put any other like non-accessory added to character. I've never liked that one. And there's OG, man.
Oh my god, one of the best toys.
The second one I ever got. I got He-Man, and then I got Skeletor. Thankfully he needs someone to fight. Mom and Dad were usually averse to bad guys.
Right.
Never got the bad guys and superpowers, but He-Man had to fight Skeletor.
Yeah.
Say, yeah, it's at his nuts. Right at his nuts. It's right there.
Whoops. Loses a leg or something. It's like he cuts him off at the knees. Come on. It's Skeletor, the classic best.
It's hard to say perfect, but that's perfect, man. That design, the simplicity of him. Like there's not a lot. It's not like Hordak. Hordak has a lot of details going on because they had to top this.
Right.
But he just looks evil. And then you watch the cartoon and he's kind of an imbecile a little bit, goofy, he's goofy. But this one felt like this is a bad guy.
Yeah. There's Slime Pit. I had this slime.
Yeah, I have a sealed one right now.
Second slime was uttered. Mom is shut the door. Like no turtle ooze, no slime, none of that shit. I barely got Play-Doh growing up. That's how adverse my mom was to chemical stuff in the house.
I'm pretty sure this is where the slime craze began, because I don't remember slime before this, and then it was in like a little 25-cent
the
little clear ones, and get that. But then you had like the Ghostbusters got the slime, the Ninja Turtles got the slime. Like every toy line had to figure out how do we incorporate slime. Hell, they made a channel that incorporated slime.
Yes.
With Nickelodeon. I mean,
they stole it from us, but anyway.
It's totally fine. I mean, it's what I know.
Yeah. But You Can't Do That on Television began that whole thing, and then Nickelodeon stole it. Anyway.
And I remember, so you usually got the you got the containers with whatever you bought, but I remember we were at Hills, which was one of the department stores we had back
in Hills.
You know it.
Hey,
and it was one time we were there shopping. I had gotten like whatever action figure. At the checkout line was the big pack of nothing but replacement slime for Masters of the Universe. And I am begging. My mom had to threaten to put my toy back. I wouldn't get one if I didn't shut up about the slime. I was like, those sons of bitches baited me and put it at the checkout as if it was a candy bar, trying to get kids to buy
impulse buy.
Impulse buy.
Those cans. Look at the design of those cans; so appealing. Like
they are. It is appealing.
Blue and the orange, and
There's like Hordak's head on it.
Yeah.
You can still get a pretty good amount for those, even like the slime's usually dried up.
It's liquid
yeah,
and
it's
it's water basically.
Yeah, so it like evaporated and like leaves a residue, but
Yeah.
Hey, plastic, thanks. Yeah, the slime would get on carpets. Yeah, and people
that
were
was
like,
my
no.
mom's whole thing. And the day I let Play-Doh get stepped on into the carpet and we had to wait for it to dry and then
Yeah.
like chisel it out like fucking
Right.
archaeologists, it was done, man. No more Play-Doh in the house.
That's it.
Never gonna get slime. I love my mom, but damn, she was strict when it came to that shit.
It's like putty, silly putty. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
She
Snake
was
face,
so-
I never had him.
Yeah. Mom was so particular about things that when I got all my OG Star Wars, she took the weapons and put them in a
Yeah.
little box.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
And
That's
I
good.
was about 14 or 15 and she gave them back to me. And I still lost the bastards.
yeah.
All I have left is Admiral Akbar's fucking stick. That's the only OG weapon I still
Those
own.
Return of
How do
Jedi
I
guys,
have it? How do I still have that?
they all had sticks. It's
Yeah, that was the non-violent. They're like, well, we can't have weapons. It's like, well, okay, if they don't have blasters, it's Star Wars. What are they gonna do? Stick fight each other?
Yeah,
Like,
Didn't
Yeah.
Nadine come with a
General Medina has stick.
He had
That's
the
my
stick
first Return of
that
Jedi
was
guy.
with it.
Yeah.
like,
I
what'd you
never
do?
got
Well, just give him a
stick,
gun. What the hell?
Exactly. I did a blaster, random
Yeah.
blaster.
Yeah.
Snakeface, I never got, man. I don't even remember him in the cartoon at all.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember
No.
this guy. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I know him, but I don't remember
He's
him.
87, so he wouldn't have been in the cartoon.
Oh, he's way later than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they shoved Masters of the Universe guys into the Christmas special. So I think that's our only snout spout. Is the
I think it
Christmas
is. That's the
special.
only
Yeah.
time you see him in those.
Yeah.
This Origins, they actually did a good job. They gave you a different head to do the snake gag.
Mhm.
Instead of having the lever that pushed
Oh
them
yeah,
out,
yeah.
you just had two swappable heads. God, I wanted this so bad,
Yeah.
even though it's not Snake Mountain. We
Man,
talked
and
about
it's so nonsense. Like, yeah, it's too small. Like, they can't cross the bridge. Like, they
Not
have
to
to,
scale. Yeah.
they have to like go sideways.
why is there a wolf with a microphone in its head that vibrated your voice? This was not Snake Mountain, but I still wanted this damn thing. It's
Yeah.
just that was
It's
something
fun.
cool they did for a while. Where is that? We gotta move them. Ah, damn it! They did these little short He-Man characters for a little bit. These little guys
Yeah, I've got
And they
Clawful.
came in clam cases that
Yep.
look like Snake Mountain and Castle
Yeah, yeah.
Grayskull.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know where I put them, but I love. And I started painting them up. Oh, there's one.
Oh, awesome! I'll make you full screen.
I took it and I
Oh,
painted it
wicked.
So
Oh,
it
that
looked
is so
like-
awesome, dude.
Castle Grayskull because it was just that plain green blown.
Yeah,
mold.
I've got
Yeah.
them. I've got a bunch of
But-
those. Yeah,
Uh,
I just like having that small gray skull.
Oh, they were awesome, but I had so many, and I was talking to my tattooist, Jersey, who did all my work, and I was like, I have all these shields, just paint them. I was
Yeah.
like, shut up. She goes, oh, paint them. Get your
Yeah,
Warhammer paints out, and I just
that is so awesome.
shading and stuff like that,
Yeah.
dude. They just turn right
They-
into it.
You know you
That's
were meant to open them up and then link them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, they all interlock.
Yeah.
A certain way.
There's more walls. Yeah.
Yeah, I got most of them. I think I'm only missing a couple from that run.
Right.
Snake Mountain. Yeah, I never had this.
I got the Origins. That's it. There's my dude. I love this for some damn reason. I
Yeah,
have
I've
no
got
idea.
I've got it. I've got it.
I have
You know who
the-
bought the? So Andy bought this one for me for one of my birthdays. Same guy, Andy, who gave me the other ones. He bought this for my birthday. I love him.
I never had this as a kid, but I always loved him. My dad, like 3 years ago or something, we were driving and he's like, I found this old toy store. It was like in a flea market. We went there. And he's like, here's $100. Go find you something. I went,
Wow.
he's like, yeah, this is your birthday. I'm like, because it was like my birthday a week before.
Right.
I went and I found Snout Spout. Still had its axe, had the backpack, had the mini comic, and it was like $90. He goes, "You're getting it." And I got an OG Snout Spout for my birthday 3 years
That's
ago.
awesome.
I was just reliving it as a kid, man.
I mean, I was just looking at like some of the Four Horsemen artwork for the redo, like the redo of this guy is just like the friggin' best.
If I could get my Staticon down, it is. They made this character badass.
Yeah.
You know, This one, it's like they took a little bit of G.I. Joe's barbecue.
Yes, I love barbecue.
Yeah, they took the elements of what made the firefighter G.I. Joe cool and put it onto the snout spout, which was Eternia's firefighter. They called it that.
Yeah,
loved him.
If you look at Ghost Machine's comic Rook, this would be an elephant mask or whatever. Like there's a comic series called Rook, and they all have animal totems, and they wear like helmets of an animal, and they can control that animal.
Oh, okay.
So each guy, I don't know what. There's like a wolf person and like a pig, person, like, and they look like super pumped helmets. And Snout Spout is literally, I think that they had seen Snout Spout and they're like, oh, let's just do, like eagles, like more badass animals that look cooler. And but this
they probably can't do Snout Spout because somebody would look at it and go, that's Snout Spout,
Right.
But again, like you were saying, there's a whole nother series of animal style creatures running around. Never got Sorceress.
I have her, and she works. Her wings pop.
That's awesome. Got her with the Origin, or I got the colored one, but the white one came with the Origins Gray Skull. But I did get the Filmation color later.
Yeah, she's awesome. I have Spycore. Still have my childhood one. He's broken though, but
got mine. I think I dulled out a couple of his head spikes. I don't think they're all as pointy as they used to be. Like rubbing his shit on stuff. Right. But I think his trident still works. I think mine somehow I was able to get the trident out, but I could lip it and push it back in somehow and it would stay. So it's like kind of broken. You know what I mean? I still got his club too. I think I've got his club.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have his club. Oh, my Spy Door. This thing was neat.
Spy Door was so cool.
I didn't have it though.
The box art is awesome for that.
Oh, yeah, him fighting.
Oh god, that looks so cool.
Yeah, Battle Armor Skeletor, Battle Armor He-Man fighting. Squeeze. I don't have this guy either.
This was 87. This was later. This was on my way out.
He can squeeze. He can look. He can hug. He can hug He-Man.
Yeah, you need a big hug.
No, okay.
Yeah. Don't hug me.
There they are. You want to talk about lame figures? It wasn't a figure. It was a fucking accessory.
Yeah.
Stilt Stalkers. Dumb.
Stinkor.
And this comes with the fake harness as well.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I think it's the exact same one.
It is the same.
Jet sled.
Yeah.
Let's add radars and shit to the bottom of the legs. Like that defeats the purpose of it being on stilts.
Right.
Oh god.
Stinkor.
Yeah.
I still have my Stinkor. He still smells. Love him.
Aside from slime, this was the other absolutely not, never, ever, ever gonna have in the house. When mom found out, it smelled.
Yeah.
Done. And of course, I think they put it on the package. Really smells.
Yeah.
Good old patchouli oil.
I broke my the He-Man Revolutions cartoon, which I did pre-order, of course. A steel book, but anyways, I did break my rule, which is I didn't want to support that show because I hated it. But the toys looked amazing, but I was like, no, I'm not going to support them. But then I broke that rule for Stinkor because it looks so fucking awesome. I was like, shit, this is so awesome. And they let
Jason Mewes be the voice of it,
which made it kind of funny.
Yeah, Sticky Icky.
I was like, all right. I was like, I'm gonna break my rule and get Stink. I mean, some of the Revolution. I don't know which one it came out with. Some of those
Revelation. He was in
Revelations,
the first.
Yeah. So, he was in Revelations. That's right. The new toy is absolutely killer.
Their designs were cool. Their designs were right.
Yeah,
they just didn't do a story correctly.
Yeah, the story was bad, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Charlie, to your point, the thing on it, the thing on the package says, "Product has real smell." ... It's fun.
Yeah, my mom went bullcrap.
No, it's not.
Oh, Also, he only came with a shield. Like,
Yeah, that was so. Well, his smell was his weapon, I guess.
Defensive weapon, yeah.
But still, it's also got Mechanix armor. I always laughed at that repaint.
Yeah, it's Merman with Mechanix armor.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Stone Dar. Stone Dar. That's the best.
Stone Dar. That's who Jason Buse should have played it.
Yeah.
Stone Dar out. Yeah, mom and dad.
That actually would have been funny.
Mom and dad were like, nope, same one. And this one had like craters. This one felt more like a meteor.
Yeah.
Because Stone Dar or Rock On was smooth.
Yeah.
Stone Dar had like the craters and stuff. I liked them. I mean, they're super simple, but they were fun.
Yeah, he's neat. Oh, probably my favorite Stratos. No weapons, nothing, just him. I've got Blue Wing and Red Wing. I've got Blue Bearded Stratos, which I don't even know if they're going to show the variant here. No, they don't. They're not showing the Blue Bearded variant, but it is a variant. It's they do. Yeah, see, there he is.
Picture, but they don't make it the variant. Look, that's a part of the regular picture, but that's a Bluebeard.
Yeah, it's a Bluebeard. So, what do you like better, the Red Wings or the Blue Wings?
I like the Blue Wings. I think I had the Red Wings, but I always liked that Blue Wings.
I think you're right. I think I'm with you, Charlie, which is weird. The Red Wing is the classic look, and that's what he looked like in the cartoon. Yeah. But the Blue Wings fit his like
somehow
color better.
Colors work like it's almost like there's too much red with the Red Ring one, but the blues on the other one, I don't know. It's so but then me as a kid, if I'd had say like I had both, I'd have had an all red and an all blue.
Right.
Stratus. I would have definitely done that. You know.
Yeah, right. Make him full.
But I liked it before I had Buzz Off. This was the only flying character. This was the only one that could fly regular. You know, it didn't need wings. It didn't need a vehicle. You know, I always liked Stratos.
Yeah, I just love him so much. Stridor, I had this. I think I still have mine.
I got my Stridor. It's one of my favorites. Awesome. Even though it was always with the leg up. Like it was like, why? Why did you almost make it always where that leg had to be up?
Yeah, I hate that. Why couldn't it be clicking? You know, but anyway, I have like 2 or 3 Cyclones. I always thought he was neat. The new you know who's a great figure? 2000X Cyclone.
Yep, that one. They did it right. Like he come with. Didn't he have like the things?
Yeah,
big
he had the big disc behind him, and it could come around him. So it's
they blended that with Origin, so he comes with the disc, and he still has all the OG stuff.
Yeah. Like I like this. His face looks very lame. Like he looks like he looks like a pretty boy or something. Like I'm Cyclone. It's like okay.
But dude, you get that thing spinning, and it spun good. Like they did that one right.
I could spin the shit out of this. Yeah,
I would wear a blister on my thumb.
Yeah, me too.
I was trying to get that bastard. Like that should have been a ripcord toy. That should have been hold his legs, ripcord that bastard. Wow, I'll take off.
Oh, Tila, there you go.
I had this one. The snake armor sets her off. That armor on her works better than just being plain.
Yeah, she's awesome. I had this guy too. Still have him. Terraclaw Skeletor.
And get this one. He always looked cool. I like the bigger hands look of him.
You like the crop top?
Yeah, the crop
top's a little much, but sports bra version of Skeletor.
And I've still got my Thunder Punch He-Man as well.
My cousins had that, man. You could get when the pharmacy my uncle owned, he could get those cheap toys, and we were always getting the packs of the gun, the pellets, the caps, and we always put them back in Thunder Punch He-Man. Bow, bow, just smoke rolling out of the back.
Oh dear, here's another one of these weird ass.
This looks neat though.
It's like climbing gear.
It doesn't scream He-Man though. It looks like this is a totally different toy line.
It's Centurions basically. Yeah.
But I mean, it doesn't even look like this. Should have been like Constructicon, something or nothing.
Right.
This is Sky Commanders because it's
Sky Commander. Yes.
Yeah.
Because they always had that articulated piece for the strings that went across.
Yeah.
I had like 2 Sky Commanders, and then I would start making mom was a quilter and crafts, I always had extra string, and I had string all over my room for 2 of the small sky commanders to run around on.
It's like random. Oh my god. One of the best toys ever. I love every version of Trap. This is one character. I love every single version of him, no matter no matter what it is. Filmation looks different. He's got the pink and the purpley thing. I'm still okay with it. This toy is the best. I really like those new designs where like it's like an enormous.
It looks
like,
pneumatic, like it's
yeah.
got extra stuff. The 200X ones,
Oh my
dude,
god.
they nailed him. I had the variant all green body one for the 200X.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I think he looked good in Revelation. It was one I almost
He did.
picked up, the Trap Jaw one.
Yeah,
but
he looks good too. It's just the best. I still have my childhood one. He's just
I have mine.
awesome.
His I don't have all the weapons, and the end of it is chewed up a little bit. I don't know if I have his belt either.
I don't have his belt, but I remember that ring. You could open like that.
Oh, the glow in the dark ring.
Yeah,
he came with him with Triclops.
Oh
my god, dude! Yeah,
and there you go. I have my childhood Triclops.
Yep.
This is my friend Sean, other friend Sean's favorite character.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
The show that I don't know if Trap Jaws did, but it shows Triclops ring opened.
Yep, it does open.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember it opened.
Triclops was awesome.
I still have my childhood tongue lasher.
Never got this one, but I remember that tongue was always real like delicate. You couldn't pull too hard on it. It just no more tongue left in tongue lasher.
My tongue still works, so he's
That's
good.
Awesome.
He is good. I didn't have this. This is way
dinosaur stuff, man. I didn't get it.
So
Turbodactyl,
yeah.
Skip Tuxor.
Oh god, we'll never be rid of these guys.
Just keep going.
Just keep coming. Twister. This is the same as the other guy.
Yeah, this one had his. I think he looks more like a robot than the other one. The other one looks like flesh.
Oh, maybe they're Rock'em Sock'em robots, but with twisting abilities.
I guess. I don't know. I remember there was a very limited release of characters with the Thundercats line that were like real short and squatty.
Oh yeah,
characters.
They were
and for
pirates
some reason,
or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For some reason, the first time I ever saw these, they weren't in package. I was like, "Oh, are these part of the Thundercats line?" That's when I found out. No, they're Masters of the Universe. I'm like, "No, they're not. Shut up. Where the hell are these things from?"
I still have my childhood Too Bad. He's the best.
Too Bad. Always making it punch itself. You can use the fist to punch the other head, swing them both back, and knuckle crack each other.
Yeah. And the 2000X version is friggin' awesome of this, man. I have that one too. It's so good.
And I'm pissed that we haven't got this in Origins yet. We've already got Revelations version. They've given us the separated Tuvar.
Yeah.
Badrum or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't know their name. Yeah.
You haven't given us Too Bad yet. And that was an 85 release. This is an early character. Yeah,
this should be a no-brainer. Like,
yeah. Give me I don't care if it doesn't have the punching action. I just want Too Bad. Like just
the 2000X one is a masterpiece toy.
Oh, he's 100%. 100%. I love that one.
More of these weirdo. I remember the Tiger.
Yeah. Why does Skeletor need to ride a Tyrannosaurus Rex? And that's the dumbest looking face on a Tyrannosaurus Rex I've ever seen.
He looks smiling.
Like the G.I. Joe one makes more sense than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. G.I. Joe had dinosaurs with their line. If you know, Titus, that was his name. I have a giant cup to pick up characters by their head.
Yeah.
What? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
it's weird. I've got the classics of them though.
Here's
the weapons packs. Take a look at. I remember all of these. I had them all.
There's Wondar He-Man that was supposed to be released, but it was just Zodak repainted. The different guns. I'll try. You could get a second beat. I don't think that Beastman one's any different than the original release.
No, that could be the original. So who knows how many people faked that up?
Right.
Web
But
store
it's
still have mine.
it all comes from the exact same molds and the exact same factories. Like,
Right.
I mean, to me, it's the same. You know, I like the blues. If I had ever had Faker, he would have got
Yeah.
those.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Got the orange.
Yeah. Web store, I have my original web store still. He was awesome.
Always
never
bothered
got
me. His
that.
name is Webster, but yeah.
Webster.
Spending my time
pay
just
for
holding the line.
Then came you. Anyway.
My cousins had this, man. We'd always put that zip line up and just fucking just
It's
Yeah.
cool.
everywhere.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah.
awesome till you get the string jammed inside the mechanism,
Yeah.
and then he's just stuck inside that.
And he doesn't do anything. Yeah.
Even the picture they took is a discolored sun damaged one. See how it's
Yeah.
turned green? That's a sun damaged version of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Whiplash. I still have my childhood Whiplash now that he got traded back to me.
Yep, never got that one.
He's
Okay,
good.
yeah, his thing does flip up. I see. Because
Yeah.
it comes
Yeah.
off like by the shoulder blade.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
He was always great because he could stand by himself because the tail held him up. Wind Raider, baby. I had it as a kid, the real one.
Yeah.
Got the Origins one too.
Got my mini, my Hot Wheels.
That is so cool. Yeah.
I like this because wings move.
Oh shit! Oh my god!
The little
Oh my
gun
goodness! I
thing
didn't know I did
moves.
that.
Wow.
Like,
Yes.
it's awesome, man. This is
That's I know.
more of this.
Yes.
I wish they would make them like maybe 3 inches big. Like just make them a little bit bigger.
Go with like the Star Wars Armada line that they're doing.
Yeah.
Right now, a little bit
Yeah.
bigger. Yeah, oh, I'd be down for that.
That's perfect. That'd be awesome. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
and
Wind
this thing's
Raider,
faster.
dude. I used to play the hell out of that thing, man.
Yeah. Oh, this thing was just you like
Spin that little thing, pull the anchor piece up. Oh, it was so much fun.
Zor. Yeah, I never had this either.
Never got Zor.
Zodak I have.
I had
I love
OG.
Zorak.
I had all of the 8-back, every one of them.
Yeah. Zodak's like one of my favorites. I have 3 of him in classics. I don't know. I really like him. And they did both versions 2000X. They did like the black guy version and this guy version.
It was weird because he started out as a villain. Like he's one of the 4 bad guys for the 4 good guys, which was supposed to be the split.
Yeah.
And if you, I don't know how close everybody looks to him, but he was different because if you took his armor off, he has like hair, like fur.
Yes.
But it was flesh colored.
Yes.
And
It was weird.
So cool looking. Like it was different. It was
a different, yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't just like He-Man with Skeletor parts.
Oh, is that? Oh, that's it.
That's it for the classic line.
Hey, we made it through them. There's all the Argentinian variants. Cobra Khan.
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
Camouflage.
Yeah.
The dark armor, Skeletor. There's Wondar.
There's the gift packs.
There's Wondar. There you go.
Gift packs.
There it is. There was a He-Man and then there's Hordak and Grizzlor.
Yep, with a tape. With a
but there,
little,
like, I think wasn't it J.C. Penney who would actually repackage them themselves and take unmoved toys and put them, and they were literally J.C. Penney packs. And I think
and Sears did that all the time.
Sears did it.
Yeah.
And Star Wars, they would get the 2 packs of those.
They would do 19 packs and 20 packs just to get shit out the door. Yeah.
This Faker is awesome.
I love that one. He comes with the staff, and his eyes are like having Conan face, war paint.
Yeah, war paint.
His eyes, and that's Sean. There's the black Mosquitor.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
The black blood inside of
one.
That's awesome.
So, what is this checklist?
Timeline color key that tells you when they each came out.
When they created everything,
yeah. This is an in-depth book. I mean,
that's cool. The interviews are great too.
So the next thing is Princess of Power. And then let me see what part 2 is. Let me see what book 2 is. We'll end off here because at least we finished original He-Man.
They're good in a little over 2.5 hours. I mean, that's
and
we kind of went off on the movies a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit. Yeah. All right, so Toys Part 2. What's Toys Part 2?
It's the classics, and
I'm loading it now. Hey Steve, how's it going? Did you guys ever get any of the Turtles of Grayskull figures?
I'm
Or the
skipping.
no, I didn't get any of those. What about you guys?
I'm
No.
skipping them. I am too far in on this stuff, and I
Mhm.
don't really care for their concepts. It just doesn't. It's not like the wrestler ones where they're just He-Man versions of their own wrestling alter egos. The Turtles ones just look weird, and they're trying to mix like Bebop and Rocksteady is too bad. I don't I don't like what they're doing with it, so I'm skipping it
Right.
completely.
So this is like classics, it looks like.
So
Okay.
chapter 6. So on the first PDF, you still have to go through Princess of Power, the future New Adventures of
New
He-Man
Adventures.
figures, commemorative, and 2000X, and then that second PDF is classics onward, like Club
We
Grayskull.
could probably
Um,
breeze pretty easily through the stuff till we get to 200X and then focus
yeah,
more on that, because
yeah,
the commemorative is literally re-releases of the same molds of the OGs. They came
right,
in different packages.
yeah,
Right.
And I think some of the coloring is a little bit different, but they're damn near identical.
yeah,
You got to look if you're buying loose figures to make sure you're not getting a commemorative OG He-Man versus
Right.
82 He-Man.
right.
So let's do it. Let's just do it next week. I'm gonna rename this stream after. I'm gonna rename it part 1. And we'll do part 2. Let's just do it next week because the guys were kind of iffy anyways.
Yeah.
I'm good to do it.
And we don't need to watch anything. So, I mean, this is kind
Yeah,
of
no, this is great.
Yeah, I love this.
Yeah, this is like actually really awesome. We might do these a bit more often. Sean, do you have any? I mean, we've got we did the Transformers one, Charlie. You weren't
Right.
you weren't there for that. And that was the art of the Transformers packaging, and that's
dude,
awesome.
that had to be sick.
It is so good. I mean, I could redo that. So I was like, I could just go like every character is the best. But yeah, okay, we're definitely gonna do part 2 next week.
Yeah.
So Charlie, what do you got going on your podcast?
This week is our finale of Month of Anna, our co-host, and we're doing Dawn of the Dead, 1978's. And we're doing the 2-hour and like almost 30-minute long version.
Oh yeah.
Lot of good stuff coming out of that one. A lot of fun. And then May kicks off. Well, let's see. Yeah, it'll be in May, but this coming Saturday, Return of the Swamp Thing on the B Action, which is the exact same link J-Man sharing. It's just a second show that I put on there. And it comes out every other Saturday, and it's co-host Mickey's birthday month, and he wanted to do superheroes. So we're doing Return of Swamp Thing, and then we're doing Dolph Lundgren's Punisher. So it's going to be a lot.
I love both those. Those are both great movies.
Yeah, they were like no-brainers. Like, we're going to do them. I haven't smiled so much during a movie watching the Return of Swamp Thing.
I love Return of the Swamp Thing
so long that I'm just like, I forgot how good this is. If you follow me on Instagram, when you find it, we made a Mentos commercial with Swamp Thing throwing the thumbs up.
Oh, awesome.
Because we all watched it and we got recording. We're all throwing the thumbs up. And I went, we need that as a Mentos. And all of us were like, yes, it's happening. And Dustin made it that night. It's on our TikTok and our Instagram. And it's Swamp Thing doing the Mentos commercial. It is great.
I love the guy that he still has asthma. He's like been mutated, and he comes out and he's got the inhaler.
Brain leader, and he's like,
Sean, what do you got going on?
I've got 2 videos highlighting the G.I. Joe art from 1983, 84, 85, around there. I've got the Marvel Super Special 20, that's basically the Dragon Slayer movie adaptation. Further Adventures of Indiana Jones 1 and 2, video going through that with John Burns art. Yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff, Marvel 2 and 1, all sorts of great comic book stuff on my channel. So check it out.
Awesome. So tomorrow, make sure you guys are subscribed to my channel as well if you're watching off Sean's channel. Tomorrow, Sean and I are back again on my channel doing Avengers. Every Monday is Avengers, so Earth's Mightiest Mondays. Wednesday, we're going to be talking about In Hell, Jean-Claude Van Damme. And next Friday is Iron Fist. And 1 week from today is part 2 of the toys of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe. So thank you to everybody who joined us. Thanks everybody in the chat. Please remember to like the stream, all that good stuff. That's it, everybody. Until next time. Hey friends, you've just been listening to J-Man, and he is the smartest person who ever lived. So make sure you like and subscribe.